speech of Mark Golding saying that when him as party leader, as prime minister, as leader of the PNP, no hanky-panky, no corruption, nothing untowards, and nobody in a film organization can, if they caught doing any corruption, they will be removed from the PNP. So that the question to Mark Jefferson Golding, now that the CEO of the hospital confirmed that Jack Den, company of which Dennis Garden, the PNP MP, is the CEO, did in fact benefited from tax exempt illegally. After you move now, that's all we are saying. It's not a situation where take said Panjat, then the whole 4 company and the whole of them were Auditor General left out. We want they for calling more internal auditor to do all of the paperwork and make find out who are the companies that benefited or anything, contract, any procurement, anything. We want the entire corruption up at you if you come down. We are not for corruption. We are not for corruption in Jamaica Labour Party. Our issue is that PNP like to talk about corruption without evidence. That is a problem we have. We don't know. We don't like to talk about corruption and we ask for evidence. We don't come with speculation, propaganda.
But come on,
evidence, and we will move with it. Yes.
That's a statement that kind of vague. I think that both sides are,
she's not ready.
Guilty. What?
Yeah.
Excellence. What I'm here.
Can I ask a question?
That is okay.
Hold on.
Move to normal, bro.
All right. Excellence. What wrong with you, brother? What wrong with you, my youth? What wrong with you, Excellence? Excellence, what wrong with you? After you did for how long, you take 5 minutes to beg me to put up your human knife box and now you be disruptive. What's the matter with you, bro?
I thought you were in substance.
Listen me now, bro.
I thought you
over 10 minutes. Bro, relax now, man. Chill, man. Can you pause the program for this and you interrupt now, bro?
I'm mute the mic.
Hold on, Anna. Bro, just relax, please, bro. You, of all persons, everybody witness you call up the lady. We make a call, bro, me not the funny. You say do this, me say do this, and Bala run up and down like a idiot to do everybody saying. I was carrying on.
All right, let's go.
Without inviting Madam Speaker, bro. Me not take it back. Me is not a yes man, fam. I'm just chill now, bro. Anna, go ahead and say what you're saying.
Let's move on.
All right, Madam Speaker, I want to ask you a question. Are you saying that your party, they're all credible people? There's no one there is corrupted?
I would never swear for anybody, not even my child. I am saying once there's evidence of corruption on any side of the aisle, we must go against it and ask for the person to be removed, suspended, or anything. The law must take its course. That's what I'm saying.
So when we find out the other, what if, hold on, okay, it's for a company. So you're saying if there's name calling on your side, even your PM, are you willing for them to step aside? Will you be on the same page that you're on now?
Once they bring evidence of anybody in the Labour Party involved in any corruption,
yes, sir,
they must step aside. They must, me notice, me never hear me support Rural Read no way, so I don't know how no question me when it comes to corruption. Once you get caught in the cookie jar, thieving taxpayer money, especially the health sector what me passionate about, you must be held accountable.
All right, so Anna,
and remember, it's an ongoing investigation. It's still going on. Okay. All right, go ahead. Excellent.
What I'm going to say to her is that in the ministry led by Christopher Tufton, it seems as if private companies at times are given the chance to import stuff with tax exemption or through the name of the government. It is noted that the $31 million drill, which was sold to Bustamante Hospital by a particular company where at present member of parliament held 40,000 shares. That company had brought in It is that drill was supposedly have been brought in by the Ministry of Health. So I am looking to say there's precedents being set by the ministry and also by UA to bring in stuff for third party. So it seems to be the order of the day. So if you are saying that Dennis Gordon should resign because his company brought in something through you using their tax exemption letter, let's go back and look at the drill, because I am sure many of us here would have read that the drill was brought in by the Ministry of Health for that particular company that then sold it back to you for $31 million. Are you aware of that, Madam Speaker?
Absolutely not. Can you point me to the Integrity Commission or the fraud squad or the Auditor General investigation saying that?
Can you read upon that? That was actually made public news.
By who?
All right, that's the first part. So it was actually in many newspaper articles.
But that is my problem I'm having with you guys. I have to get the information from a credible source. And the IC, the fraud squad, MOCA, or the Auditor General must tell the country about this, and then we can take actions. We can't say we will everywhere. Those are the four bodies in the country, Bala, we're supposed to do the investigation and tell the country. You cannot just expect to just say things and people to just move with it.
Slow down, Madam Speaker. Before the reports are given out and these investigations take lots of months and sometimes years.
Yeah, break up a lot. You don't know your phone. Bala, tell him, he might break up.
Excellence, we're not here. Excellence.
But I'm about Josh, come here. So I'm saying to you, Madam Speaker, we know that drill was brought in by the Ministry of Health.
Who is the we? Who is the we?
It's public knowledge. So if you are based upon the reports, if it's public knowledge.
From where?
You can read the customs. You can read the custom file. It came on the custom file.
Bala without
the custom file. Madam Speaker, when you were speaking, I closed my mouth.
All right, sorry. Go on, sorry.
The custom file, the custom report actually showed that, and it was made evident in the newspapers that the custom report showed that it was brought in by the Ministry of Health. Close the car door, sir. Come. Next thing I want to bring to you, Madam Speaker. If it is that, because it is now been alleged that one of the companies that actually got the tax exemption to bring in stuff, one of the primary shareholder is the uncle of the spouse of a minister. If it is so, Madam Speaker, would you say that minister should step aside?
If there is evidence,
I asked the question.
You can't tell me for answer. If there is evidence of any minister, any government minister caught in any corruption by the Integrity Commission, by the fraud, because Bala, the problem that I am having, Bala, is that we cannot advocate and eat it. We are not allowing me to finish. I'm not going to stay long. When the allegations come out first, Bala, about Dennis Gordon and the Jack Den, Comrade Leader Golding said he's going to wait for the information from credible source. And in media house, and nobody can tell him nothing. He might go wait to get the proper information. So why is it no? You guys don't want to wait to get the proper information as well? We can't eat it.
Question, Madam Speaker, till Excellence forward back. Excellence, we're not here, you know. Yeah, break up. Break up. Excellence. I try to say most of the time when you talk, some of the things when you say we're not here, but I have something to ask before you continue. Quick question. Just a quick question. She never have to answer me same time. So, Madam Speaker, based on what you said, go on, Excellent. Go ahead. Excellence, I know say you want to talk, but I tell you say your phone now stay up on track, fam. Your phone now stay up on track, bro. You break up. Look on the signal bar, you have one signal, it's very low. But now hear nothing at all what you say now, fam. So I say stabilize the connection and then you forward back. Because most of the points where you try to say we're not hear nothing. Still out, Excellence. Alright, so Madam Speaker. So you're saying you don't have a problem. The problem that you have with Jack Den is the fact that the leader of the opposition party hasn't came out and made any statement in regards to the situation. Is that what you're saying?
I have a problem with 4 companies who benefited from the tax exempt. That is fraudulent. And based on the evidence so far, it is being investigated by the relevant authority. But Mark Jefferson Golding in the last press conference, Bala said, if a credible source come out and tell him that Jack then was caught with anything fraudulent or any corruption, Mark Golding will make the chips fall where they lie. Now the CEO can't get no more credible than the CEO of the hospital and the custom. That's different story. That's different story. Mark Golding said, Bala, if you get it from a credible source, and the CEO of the hospital, you can't get no more credible than that. And him also said that the custom gave him the paperwork. So that is where now we're saying, over to you, Mark Golding. Or else you can't run pan corruption again. That's all we're saying.
Okay. I see what. Okay, go on. Yeah, go ahead, Khalid.
Yeah, Mark Golding never said that. What Mark Golding said is that after the investigation is concluded, then let the chip fall there where they may. He never said anything about make any legitimate company.
He said it, Colin, go and listen, because he said all in here is from media houses and them alone talk about it. That's what he said.
When did he say that?
He said, Colin.
Hold on. When you talk at me, I thought nobody.
Okay, sorry.
When did he say that and where?
At the press conference, he said those are information from a media entity, and in down with them, this correct is waiting to hear from the relevant people. And I'm saying the CEO and custom, you can't get no more credible than that.
The CEO is not an investigator.
No, the CEO said the investigation is complete. Bala, play the tape. The CEO said the investigation is complete and Jack then, and him have it right there. Got it from custom.
What the CEO said. You're hearing.
That's what the CEO said.
No, what you're saying is half of what you heard. What the CEO said is that the custom investigation is completed and Jack then owes $10 million.
Thank you.
Hold on. Because there's no thank you. Because what the CEO actually said is that Yui owes $10 million.
The CEO said that then benefited from tax exempt.
Madam Speaker, you're still talking while I'm talking. What the CEO said.
That is not correct.
What the CEO said exactly is that the investigation proved that there is $10 million owed. What the CEO said, we're going to have to pay that. And his exact statement was, I don't know where we're going to get the money from to pay it, because we're going to pay it because the item was in Yui's name, so Yui is actually responsible for custom duty on the item. That is what the CEO said.
And this, therefore, Colin, the CEO proved to the people of Jamaica that Jack then did benefited from the tax exempt. Isn't that correct?
What the CEO proved is that Yui is the one who is responsible.
Yeah, we agree. We admitting that, but why is Yui responsible for that money? Because
Yui is the one that brought the stuff in under their
tax exemption.
For who?
For all of the companies in
but we're talking about Jack then specifically, right?
Well, no. You're talking about Jack then. I'm talking about everybody.
Yeah, right. So fine for the 4 companies including Jack then. Including Jack then, right?
Including Jack then,
Thank you. So therefore, the evidence is clear, Colin, that Jack then benefited from the tax exempt. That is enough evidence for Mark Golding to run out.
All right, hold on.
I am here.
Hold on.
But I've been waiting to speak for a while.
Hold on. I'm gonna start monitor my thing, you know. I start use my timer.
It should be me and her talking about.
Hold on. No, it don't have to be like that. We all can share the platform. You can indicate, as I said you guys can indicate in the comment section I said that several times.
Is my
Colin
feet
and she attack, and then
Is
when
my
the
feet
third person
stronger?
start talk, it sound crowded. So you can,
No, I'm asking a question. Is my feet
so
stronger?
just allow me finish. Yeah, it's stronger, excellent. But me just try to say
Perfect,
something to
thank
the
you.
platform. All right, my boss. Yeah, so people, we're gonna use the timer at this moment, and please indicate when you want to make a point of order. We don't have to be shouting. So excellence, we're gonna put on excellence now. 3 minutes, Mr. Excellence. Go ahead.
All right, you know what I find very, very fascinating about these people?
Yeah.
The first thing is that Baller, she wants to say that if there is genealogy to show that the company, or the principal of one of the companies that is involved, is linked to a member of their party being involved with a relative of that principal, where that corruption might go. There's no two ways about the fact that them could not have gone up to UA and authorized itself to get a tax break from importing these stuff. There's no two ways about that. And I will say to you, what is amazing is that these people are off the view because you see, they are using a yardstick to judge their minister, saying he's not aware of many things taking place. In a company as big as that, with over 1,000 employees, a decision can be taken. And the CEO does not understand because Dennis is not the day-to-day operational person of JLPNP.
Top of the screen, please. Top of the screen.
JLPNP does in fact have its own set of people that carry out their functions. But I am not putting that as an argument. But that could be a well put together construct that it could have been done without his knowing. Right?
Yeah.
Well, let's move on because he has over 1,000 employees that works for him. So now when we come and we look at something more important, is you as the CEO must have had precedence as to why he went on and signed the tax exemption. Does it form a part of your article of inclusion of the company? This is something Madam Speaker does not know. And she's calling on Mark Golin to make a decision. What can Mark Golin do? It's something simply that the only thing Mark Golin can do is ask Mr. Gordon to step aside, or the region to step aside as regional chairman, and he can remove himself from the PAC committee. That's all he can do. There's nothing more. And the party has not met since
Well,
the decision. The PNP has not met since that time, since the report came out on Tuesday. So he's preciously saying Mark Golin has done nothing. And the party, the Democratic Party, where things go to a vote, unlike the JLP, where Andrew can wave a wand and decisions are taken. So I think Madam Speaker's agitation and anxiety needs to wait a little bit more before she says that Mark Golin has not made a chance.
All right,
give the NEC of the party a chance.
You're out of time,
Close up.
You're out of time. No,
yeah, but give the NEC a chance to make a decision.
And then sitting there, man. Lower that, man.
No. Agitation in terms of what should be done. Give the NEC a chance to make a decision, and then after it meets, because these are scheduled meetings which are carried out at a particular time. The next time the NEC meets, let us see what the decision is taken in terms of Dennis Gordon. But for now, it is really unfair for you to be saying nothing is being done when the party has not met as a caucus to make a decision. And that is where I'll rest for now.
Excellent. Let me give you 3 minutes to come. Like, I should give you 5 because you're going about 6 minutes.
I landed.
All right. Who is next on the DJ train? Colin, I'm going to hear from you then before we go back to somebody else. Colin, are you available now?
Yeah, man. Let Madam Speaker go on and then we'll go.
All right, then. Madam Speaker, I give you 3 minutes for you. Here we are, my friend. Go ahead.
Okay, so comrades, what exactly are we defending here? Because for the first time, we can all agree that the health sector is, especially as it relates to UWI, is not what we want it to be. As a matter of fact, we can see why, Bala, when we go up a UWI for do a blood test, then send we across the road and send we down the road. And when we go for the dialysis, then send we across the road and then send whatever.
A genuine statement from you a while ago.
And
I just have to say it. I applaud that.
And we are not supporting the CEO or the board chairman or the procurement people. We are saying every single persons that were involved in the corruption of UWI must be brought before the courts and must be made to pay back every single dollar where they take from we, so we can fix the health sector. What we are defending? We keep saying that, oh, if we can find way out JLP, if we can find ways that any Jamaica Labour Party member minister is aligned to any company or any contract or anything that involves stealing from us, the taxpayer, that chip will fall where it may. The problem we don't want to blame Tufton with again, guys. If we don't find evidence of Tufton direction, what the word name of duty, we Tufton are going to step down too. Because as I was saying earlier, Bala, the PSX, the first question that Julian asked at the PAC was that, what is the mechanism in place to report to the minister? And the PS said the chairman is there and 8 person put on the board and the permanent secretary of a person on the board as well. And they're supposed to tell the minister what is going on. So investigation is going on. We're going to wait upon the evidence to say that Tufton know. We can't follow one and say, oh, Tufton did know and Tufton don't do nothing. If the evidence shows that Tufton knew about all of this that was going on and did nothing, then the chip will fall where they lie. And I am saying it to you guys, Mark Jefferson Golding went around the country, called himself integrity boss, told the people of Jamaica Bala that under his watch, there will be absolutely no corruption. Therefore, we are calling on Mark Jefferson Golding. We are waiting on the integrity to come out and speak to the people of Jamaica. If he not do it, Comrade Excellence, he cannot campaign on integrity.
Hold on, what are you saying for the step aside, Madam Speaker?
Eh?
Where you say Mark Golding for the step aside?
No, I said I'm calling Mark Gold to come out and address the country.
Okay.
Right.
Sir, Excellence, you run out of time. I your time and now, Father Excellence.
You know, it is interesting to hear the way how
3 minutes, Father Excellence.
it's interesting to hear.
I call it Excellence. Sorry. Go on, my boss. Go on.
Yeah, so the other thing about Madam Speaker is saying, I remember when Andrew Holness was running for his prime ministership, he said that this administration will be the most honest administration. It will be the least corrupted administration. He said to prove to you that this administration was going to be the most responsible and the least corrupted administration, all of my MPs are going to have contracts. And those contracts will label on it the duty of each of them. And they will sign it. And if I find one of them that is not performing at optimum level, they will have to answer. So when you have Andrew going around say he's going to be the least corrupted prime minister and his administration going to be the least corrupted administration. So explain to me now the amnesia in those statements and now coming to talk about what Mark Golding said. Is it that what Mark Golding said hold more weight than what Andrew said? Now, let's go to the UWI situation. Because see, we seem to be throwing away the bathwater and forget that the baby no baby yet. Because I remember that Christopher Tufton was given a top-class, world-renowned CEO to run UWI. And I remember also that Christopher Tufton rejected that top-class CEO. I remember there being a short list of 30 potential CEO, and all of those 30 potential CEO was discarded, and the 31 who failed his interview process was the one that Christopher Tufton appointed. I remember at the time, that board that chose the world-renowned CEO, Christopher Tufton, got rid of that board, and now a new board is setting. So when we want to evade, avoid, or protect and shield Christopher Tufton from the corruption that is going on at UWI, he cannot. Because the other day in Parliament, when he was asked by Dr. Daz, the current CEO, where all of these corruption is taking place under, is now on vacation. Will he be back? Him say we have a new CEO. He's an acting CEO. Okay, when he come back, will he be back? He said, well, right now we have an acting CEO. Well, will he be back? Are we going to have a brand new CEO? Him couldn't answer. The current CEO that's there, when he was asked to name the other 3 companies, they literally have all one of the Iran missile I'm head for him to answer the question. You see? And so therefore, when we look at corruption, and I hear Madam Speaker say about UWI is the beacon of account to Christopher Tufton, crisis in the healthcare system. No, it's the 14 parishes and every hospital in the 14 parishes. You see? So the corruption that is going on, while we love to bawl out Jack Den and we love to bawl out Mark Gold, we need to also bawl out the names of the other 3 companies, and we need to also bawl out what Andrew Holness said when he was running. Because he made the same honesty and anti-corrupted statement. We see that Dennis Meadows is out of here because of the statement that he made. Mark Golden let him go. So, tell me one person that Andrew Holness let go because of corruption. How did Andrew Wheatley work out? I'll rest.
Okay. Well said, Mr. Colin. Mr. Excellence, we're gonna put your 3 minutes on the timer. You can have one from the fridge. Go ahead.
Yeah, so, that was so well laid out by Colin. The mere fact that there's a facilitation of corruption at UWI, because when the CEO was chosen, they bypassed everybody else that was more qualified to get the least competent one to do the job. You ask yourself, why would somebody want the least competent among people to do a job? Is it that they are there to facilitate a particular purpose? That's a big question to be asked. And that the records show that the CEO was asked by a particular person. So when she come up here and talk about corruption in the health sector, UWI was a practicing ground for what was to take place at Cornwall, right? And UWI, there's according to the internal auditor, since 2019 they have been flagging these situations taking place at UWI, so they are not new. And nobody cannot tell me that based upon the reported mechanism set out, that he's oblivious to it. I will bet my last dollar that he was not oblivious. According to the auditor, actions were not taken when the situations were flagged. So it gives a lot. It leaves a lot in the minds of people to wonder what was the purpose of not acting upon these situations as they were pointed out. And I would ask Madam Speaker to explain to me why weren't these actions after they were flagged by the ministry, by the internal auditor. And
Chief, look at the excellence. Your background nice, man.
That's yours.
Something wrong. Oh, you was not listening. Madam Speaker, people don't tap up the screen now. We can't get to 100k likes. We can't get to 100k likes.
Yeah.
I have several questions I wanted to ask you.
Go ahead.
All right. So one of them is, I think I understand what you are saying when you come on to Mark Golding and because the name that you said he referred to himself as the integrity boss. I think I fully understand what you're saying. Now hear me out. I am not defending Jack then. But while that is the point that you're standing on the whole situation, we still would have to be probably fair somewhat to the meat of the matter and say, while I agree with you on that issue somewhat, that is still the minor. That is the minor of this whole situation right here. That is my opinion. I might not be right. I heard your opinion and whatever, but I think the real problem is beyond whether Mark Golding come out and address it, because the chips really need to fall where them lie. You understand? And while I am not defending Jack then, or I don't know the meat of the matter, Colin is somewhat privy, or him have more understanding when it comes on to matters that would I deal with, because he's probably somewhat him have an understanding. I'm not going to chat the man business, but him have an understanding. So guess what? I will not make a meme on myself on the internet if you see me come out I defend anything at all, whether I don't know. But based on my common sense knowledge when I go to school for, the main ground in this situation right here would have been, or not would have been, is the University Hospital of the West Indies. And we cannot go around that. So while some people are saying, Mark, if you come talk and rare, it is still disingenuous for us to rule out Jack then only because that is spreading a particular narrative. It is spreading a narrative that probably some of us is not calling out all four companies, and we are highlighting one particular company for, I don't know if it's for personal ego or for what. But maybe believe say if four companies them in a corruption, we have to talk about all four of them and not just push out Jack then, because Jack then is a PNP affiliated party. So this is my stand on the whole of this, because a lot of things going on, and while some people pick and choose what they need to talk about, I have no problem whatsoever talking about anything in regards to Jamaica will impact Jamaica in a negative or positive way. So whether it want be PNP or labor rights, God bless, we have a platform where we gather here at daytime, and I will talk about it. So now that we're doing a Jack then, I hope that we can look for the meat of the matter. These are my 3 minutes still. May I wrap up and thing. So we want to look on Jack then, every critics and corner, the UE, the operate, everything. So now I take my 3 minutes. I want to hear from Miss Madam Speaker for your 3 minutes. Mostly you're raising kind of weak still, and I feel like Madam Speaker kind of smooth on you see, but I'm going to hear from you one at a time still. But Madam Speaker, Mr. Excellent have a segment and Colin currently. I go on smooth so far, so make we go and work with the momentum. You see it? Madam Speaker, go ahead.
Well,
let me put your timer on.
Yeah, put on. Yeah. Well, to be honest, the main reason why the Labour Party jump on this, it is for political reason. Of course, we're against the corruption overall of the four company, but the reason why we are pressure Mark Golding and Jack then, it is because it is political, and if it was the other case, other way around, the PNP would do the very same thing, Bala. You know that. So you can't take that away, take the politics out of it. But my issue with the PNP have an issue Pine Tufton to this currently. Because the investigation is still going on, so I not put my head on the block for nobody. But currently, Bala, the comrades have a issue tying Tufton to this because, as the permanent secretary said, Colin, how you will run because of the special case is really the board who oversee everything along with the CEO. And of
One
course,
point of interjection. Quick, real quick.
Yes.
20-second, Brett, if I can make it less.
Let her finish.
Someone call her before you, Mr. Excellence. Only one.
Finish. Bala, let her finish.
Okay, go ahead, Madam Speaker.
So, yes, and of course, I can admit that the chairman of the board must report to the minister. So that is why I said, as soon as evidence come to light that Minister Tufton knew from 2019 about the blatant corruption that was taking place at UWI, then Labour Party and Labour Right will be saying a different story. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. As soon as the evidence flush out, say, this is the paperwork, we sent this to the minister knew about it from 2019, did nothing, then we're not going to hear a different talk. But until then, we cannot continue to just put out allegation and talk about allege. Let us wait on the facts. Just like how the comrade leader say, wait on the facts. Yes.
If you are fair, and we can recall, it has been fresh in the memories of most of us on the platform. When the AG went to the UA and the speculation of all the report that was released by UA. Speculation was out in the public that is Jack Den, and Dr. Daz. So we have to be fair.
Yeah, but speculation, but look here now. Remember,
no, you are saying speculation without evidence is nothing.
No, I'm not saying it is nothing. I'm saying, I'm not saying it is nothing. I'm saying me can't address that. Because remember, when Nationwide put out and called Jack their name, you see TVJ had to apologize and Nationwide read the letter 2 days ago that they got from Jack then. So this is why I'm saying me can't just run out and say this and that and call up people names. So I mean I don't like to do that. As soon as the evidence come forward that the minister who is not involved in the day-to-day running of UWI, who should have been given the report from the chairman of the board, had it in his possession from 2019 and did nothing, a different story that. That is what, as it relates to the drill, before my time, but as it relates to the drill. Yeah, as it relates to the drill, there have been absolutely no credible report from no investigative body in the country that said that William by no drill. That is my point.
Right. Brad, let us hear from you, Brad. You want it? Yeah, go ahead, Brad.
Can I beg you? Can I make an interjection, please?
As soon as Brad finish, I'm coming to you, Miss Karen. She called for an interjection of period of time. Okay. Top up the screen, people. Come on.
Thank you very much. You can hear me?
You're most welcome. Yeah.
You can hear me?
Yeah, man. Loud and clear.
All right. No, First thing first, let me say thank you very much for bringing up your guest. Also, let me commend the panel for being quiet.
Right.
Let me commend you all for being poised.
Yeah, come see everybody want to rush Madam Speaker. Commend them again.
I'm very proud of everyone. So let me say this. 177 of us are here on the live, and I know other persons are listening. And Bala, I hope and pray that you taped what was just said.
Yeah.
Now, while it was said that, you can't just call up people name like that without having all the evidence or proof or having solid confirmation that is one guilty party or multiple guilty parties. But it was just said that is because politics and because Jack Den is a company that is owned by someone who is affiliated with the People's National Party. Honestly, this is so disheartening, but it also highlights hypocrisy at its highest peak. Honestly. Now, NNN was the one who ran out with Jack Den's name. And
Top of the screen, people, come on. Top of the screen, man.
Jack Deng name through the mud back and forth, up and down. Put him on the cross, crucify him, resurrect him, and kick him down back again. At no point in time did anyone say, let us wait on the report to see if it's Jack Deng alone is on it, or and then at no point in time release the other names. It's just Jack Deng alone. So honestly, a lot of persons were misled to believe that Jack Deng alone was at fault and there was nobody else. It is very unfortunate.
That was what I was trying to say earlier. Yeah. Thank you for putting some greater illustration for me with your, unique eloquence. I touch above the rest, my friend. You see me? Continue still.
So,
sorry, it is very unfortunate. Now, I'm being told that Jack Deng went and paid the 10 million something, right? If that is true, Jack Deng, thank you, because we want back the money. Now, the other companies that got the tax exemption brought in their materials, but sold them back to UA at double, triple, fluple times the cost. We want back those monies.
What else I go on? You will get scammed?
Yes, you will get scammed and we get trapped.
All right.
Because of politics, and because I'm going to go out there and say this, obviously none of those companies belong to anybody that is affiliated with the People's National Party. They are being protected. It is very disheartening. It is disingenuous, and it honestly looks disgusting. It does. And if we are of the opinion that other parts of the world is not looking at Jamaica and how we handle politics, we need to wake up. Because bad things are being said about Jamaica. And the pathway for it is what is being done through politics here, what is being played out. There are some very descriptive words that are used to describe Jamaica and Jamaicans. And a lot of times, when you listen in the background, is the labor right lives they play now? I'm being so honest, it's not funny. And as a country, it is disheartening as a country. It's nothing to be proud about, and we need to stop it. I support the People's National Party. And Jack Deng, I'm glad you paid back the money, but Ulu Figwe.
Well said.
Three companies, they need to tell us who they are and who they're affiliated to, because we want back the money. Ulu Figwe to Ulu is a bigger company than Jamaica. Don't use politics to cover up anything. You use, because of politics, you use it, and because they're not affiliated to the party that you oppose, you put up this big high fence and electrify it, and then you cover up the mess with a white sheet. You know, for stop it, man. You know, for go too. Tired of you. I mean, I mean not disrespect by it, but you just tired of it.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. We hear the passion in your voice, man. You know. Or a grapefruit, one of them. But we hear it. All right, Brad. Well said. Thank you for
your
the conversation. Hold on, my boss. As I'm telling you still, at one point I was about to reduce the box. I was scrutinized heavily yesterday for facilitating Mr. Muslin for a long period of time, and they must say you stagnate the conversation. So now that we have a big representative, which is Madam Speaker, like a facilitator and with all of the times. But we're going to hear from you, Muslin.
Hold on, just let me say something. Right?
Yeah, like you can use a minute and say it?
Yeah. If you want to timer. Anyways, what may I say? Before Brad speak, I was going to basically assign to what Madam Speaker said, right? Because everything is the same thing I was uttering yesterday. Same thing, but because we have selective hearing. Anyways, if you look on all of the tax fraud that happened this year, right? And the same thing Madam Speaker said, it's because it's assigned to a political party. You have over 12 companies that have tax fraud this year, including several car companies. Gleaner put it out in them news, but we're not talking about it. Why? Because it's never relevant. You know the reason why? Because it's not assigned to no political party member. We're not talking about them. We're not talking about the car company them where have tax fraud. But it's because of this company we're assigned to a political member. We even speak about it. You understand me? And as well, Brad said, because he go pay the $10 million what I was uttered yesterday. If he pay a fine, fine. Nobody now say if he step down, nobody now say this is what the PNP persons keep uttering every single day because somebody have to step down, somebody have to step down. You are the one balling those things, and that's why it's
my boss. All right, but my respect for your 1 minute what I input to. I feel now you're like a disrespecting me. I really want to hear from Madam Speaker and Sir Excellent, Sir Colin. Miss Karen wanted to say something for a period of time now. Let's hear from Miss Karen. Could you please turn your microphone on, my dear?
All right, so Bola, it seems Brett and I have the same trend of thoughts. So she would have said most of what I wanted to say. With the exception of the part that would have Madam Speaker speaking about Mark Golding not being the integrity boss. Let me say to her, we're still going to campaign on being the integrity boss because it is integrity while he's sitting there and waiting for the chips to fall with him in. It is because he's a lawyer.
Thank you, bro.
Why he knows he does not want to be liable for anything. So he'll wait until the correct time to do what he has to do. And because the party that we are a part of is a democratic party and it has a national body, it will be taken to the national body. Yes. So let's not be fooled. The Labourites do it their way and we do it our way. And we will continue to campaign on being the integrity boss for this country. You will not defame the name of Mark Jefferson Golding because you think that he should act in the manner that the Labourites do. No, we don't. We are not the same. Make no mistakes. We are not the same.
Excellent.
So if it is that Jack then would have done something that they need, Dennis Gordon needs to be removed from the party, then he will. But until then, we will let the chips fall where they may. And again, I want to ask that when you speak about this incident, you speak about Dennis Gordon, the person that has an affiliation to the People's National Party, and not the PNP that has Dennis Gordon as an MP. There are two different things. The PNP did not do anything. If anything was done, it was Dennis Gordon, the CEO of Jack Den, who is a member of the PNP, and at this time is a member of parliament, okay? Please, don't get it twisted. Mark Jefferson Golding is the integrity boss. Bola, rest my case.
All right. Thank you for the input.
Bola, should we give a round of applause for that? A round of applause.
Yeah.
Because
hold on, Excellence. Let me tell you, say your time now, man. Come on, I forgive moderator. I give 5 minutes now still. I want to hear from your phone that break up. People, it's not bias, it's not corruption. Madam Speaker, I can aspire a couple of times if it's a great, eloquent speaker to a long time about. Because Mr. Excellence, when I hear from him and him phone that break up, I hear most of him that said earlier. So Mr. Excellence, I give some extra time. I come like thief in flow, with thief your credit and I get back. Is it? Yeah.
Thank you, Bola. You know what is interesting? Is that Labourites want to come to the point where they want to dictate to the comrades, to us, as to how we should take actions within our party. We know that in their party it's a dictatorship, in our party it's a democracy, and our party is run by different arms and not by Mark Jefferson Golding alone. Now let us move forward. For Madam Speaker to look at me and want to tell me that UWI is run by the board and not, when the minister, which is so ridiculous because the minister took the decision in 2022 or 2023 to dismiss an entire board at that time. So how could she want to prove to me that the board is in control and not the minister? Secondly, the reporting mechanism is that every single month when the UWI has a meeting, a report is sent to the ministry and the CEO and the region Are you telling me that since 2019, the minister has not gotten a report from UWI about the minutes of any of the board meetings? And if the answer is yes, how could a minister have the premier hospital under jurisdiction not sending him a report of board meeting for the last 6 or 7 years? Make it make sense. Reports must have been gone to him. And what would have been the reason why then, if he was not aware, if he was oblivious to all that is going on at UWI? What would have been the reason to cause him to trigger that the entire board at the time in 2022 or 2023 had to make a resignation? He just woke up one day and said, I'm going to ask the entire board to resign. So he must have been aware of something which are taking place there. Because for any minister to ask that an entire board go and resign, it's not a wake up in the morning and feel like I want to remove a board. There must be plausible reasons. So I don't know what she's talking about. And she's trying to say, oh, the minister is so oblivious to what is going on. So he's totally unaware of anything. No, I'm going to ask you, if you're a minister and you're unaware of what is going on in your hospital, your premier hospital, what does that speak about your leadership? That doesn't speak well for you, and you should leave, because it seems as if he's sleeping on the job. And the minister is like a security, he's sleeping on the job.
Be careful with the charger.
You should, if you're sleeping on the job, this is not the job for you, right? And the health sector is seeing this taking place. We see it at Cornwall. We're seeing what's going on in Cornwall. We see what's going on at UWI, right? And what is the commonality of both Cornwall and UWI? They are two of our major type A hospitals, right? And big money spending in them. And because big money spending, big shopping going on. And guess what? This has been going on for years under this minister watch. There's a consistency of malfeasance in the Ministry of Health over the last 10 years. A consistency. We see it at Cornwall, we've seen it at UWI. Oh, and my gosh, those 28 files that got up and said, we don't want to be audited, so we're going to walk out and go away. Make it make sense. I just get up and walk away at a file, you know. I mean, nobody can audit me, right? Oh, the files were in a place where that flooded out once, flooded out twice, and we still kept them there and they flooded out 3 times. My gosh, make it make sense. What more can this minister and market? Let us not forget Market Me, where the Integrity Commission said that they wanted to refer the minister to, bring it to me. They want to refer the minister to the House, to the Speaker of the House, so that they can see if there's need for him to go in front of the Ethics Committee, where they literally spoke about the Director of Corruption, Prosecution, said that the minister literally, he had evidence to think that the minister literally influenced the way the contracts are awarded. Which minister does influence the way contracts are awarded? We talk about splintering of contracts. Yes, we see them in the Ministry of Health constantly. We see it at UWI. We see it from the level of the ministry where contracts are splintered up and given to the Benz, I don't want to use the next word, the Benz P. Right? And what is the Benz
10
P?
seconds for wrap up.
The Benz P, who is the Benz P related to? The Benz P is related to a particular person. So let us prove it, and guess what? The Prime Minister turned a blind eye. Now we hear of an MP and a councillor at war. But let me land Bala at war.
5 seconds, 5 minutes, getting excellent.
Yeah, the last 10 seconds. An MP and a minister, an MP and a councillor at war. And what the councillor say, he tell me, say, me know you have your gunman then, but me have my gunman too. And these are people who are very close to the Prime Minister. Why isn't there more investigating these comments?
Bala,
a gunman under the control.
Muslim, don't do that, Muslim. Please, not me. Excellence.
No, so I'm not a point of interjection. Making retracting statement.
Indicate that you want your point of interjection must be granted, bro. And stop going like when I want to come over here, come bad me up, bro. Just build number, brother. Not sure you see me tolerate the female them, so bro. Don't size up, brother. I'm telling all the wives, I'm not like boy pitney, you know, behave yourself, no man. Make an indication in the comment section. Say you want to say something, bro. Just relax. All right, Mr. Excellence, me give you 5 minutes a while ago. I'll maybe biased. Just land. Utilize your time. Me give you enough time. More than everybody else. Don't show me up so like, well, man. A corruption that. That's what you do? A corruption. Yeah, mix me in. Because yeah, show say me fi be biased and give more time than the rest of the panelists them. So pay attention to the time on my side. All right, I could move on now. When I hear from Colin look like him absent for a while right now. Colin, John, I could go to Madam Speaker. We can pull up a box right now, the people.
So
yeah, we don't want. Go ahead.
So, comrades, you know, on now learn, this political smear campaign where all them diatribe where Excellence dot talk about.
Thank you, Carol G. Thank you.
Propaganda there, who do this, who do that, and who do that. We already campaigned pan that already, Excellence, and the people of Jamaica already start polling us September 3rd and reject the People's National Party and give Andrew Michael Owens a 3rd term. Now we start the 3rd term, and in first scandal in the 3rd term is the US scandal. And for some reason, the PNP, because we don't know how all of a sudden we want to separate Dennis Garden from the PNP from Mark Golding. The PNP now find themselves, Bala, from the opposition bench in a scandal. It is unbelievable. How can you be sitting at the opposition bench and a part of a corrupt?
It is alleged that the former General Secretary condemned the movement and call out such man. So we up till now, if you go looking at Cribix and Corner, we haven't seen anybody on the PMP, on the Labour rights side.
We are talking about. Because I don't know who near former General Secretary. I don't know who near such man.
The former General Secretary.
Of which party?
The People's National Party condemned the movement of Dennis Garden. And say he need to step aside. He need to step aside until the
so what
the investigation. No. So I am saying if we are going to be petty or wetty, with every sitting and looking at every crevice and corner, we have still not seen anyone with a former or current sitting member of the Jamaica Labour Party to condemn any allegation scandal so far.
Because allegations are Bala. The allegations we're going to talk about. Bala. We on the Labour Party side keep telling you guys, bring the evidence.
Well, on, brother, say one something quick.
Soon as you not bring the evidence, we will act. Can't run off allegations and propaganda and innuendo like we don't permit so.
We not do it too, but brother say something, I will come back to you.
Bala, the female who just spoke, she said the People's National Party find themselves in corruption. People's National Party own Jack then. So please fix
clarification.
Right.
Dennis Garden is a member of the People's National Party, and Dennis Garden Company now finds himself in corruption at University Hospital. What am I saying wrong? What do I need to withdraw?
Bala, the young lady said PNP. PNP don't own that.
Is it Dennis Garden a member of the PNP?
Yeah, but he's not the PNP.
But he is a member of the PNP. What are you guys talking about?
Jaden is not.
One second.
One at a time. Well on, Mr. Excellence. Well on, man. One interjection at a time. No more than one, and Brad call one interjection, and then we are going to move on. We're not done. Unless I'll give back Madam Speaker 5 minutes. One at a time. We have to be fair. Brad already get the one interjection. Go ahead.
We cannot separate. Mark Golding is the head of the People's National Party.
I agree with her.
Everybody
it's not the PNP in the mix-up. It's a
no, you cannot separate Dennis Garden from the PNP.
What I am saying, the PNP is not caught in this mix-up. a member of parliament, Dennis Garden, is the one that is in all this allegation.
And,
so I understand what Brat is saying.
And Dennis Garden is a member of the People's National Party.
Please, and if we're going to play tit for tat, might as well we dig up everybody who have shares in a Jack then and fling them name out there.
No, because but what does that have to do with Jack then? I was very clear. Jack then the company, Dennis Garden the CEO, who is a member of the People's National Party. Therefore, he is a PNP. Every PNP said I'm a PNP. All of us have no separate.
My point is, seeing that you want to play tit for tat, might as well we go to company's office and say everybody that is affiliated.
That is semantics.
Because, hold on, the reason why I said that is because I can see that you are determined to say that PNP find themselves in mix up, which is not true.
Because of Dennis Garden. Dennis Garden put PNP in a mix up. And Dennis Garden is a PNP. It's like me have my pitney. And my pitney got in a mix up. And then I said, boy, I tell you, that family, they say, man, heaven and trouble, whatever. Even though my cousin go with me, you know, the family, because the family, the wicked, because the boy a thief or the cousin a thief. It is natural in Jamaica. Why are you guys trying to make an issue out of this now?
Well, all right. Just like for Rosie, ball out pan Donovan and said, Donovan Williams, who is a Jamaica Labour Party personnel, I burn out the people them, and I buy up them place. So Donovan Williams put the Jamaica Labour Party in a mix.
Rosie, but they say Rosie put the Labour, and we not deny that. Rosie put the Labour Party in a mix up. We not denying that. Rosie is a part of the Labour Party. We not deny that. You never your Labour right, so Rosie no Labour right yet. We not separate yourself from Rosie, no dear. Rosie a Labour right.
In Bonnie, what do you do, Madam Speaker?
It don't matter if she burned me, it does not negate the fact that she is a Labour right baller. Just like Dennis Garden is a PNP, and Dennis Garden bring PNP in a problem, and now PNP from the opposition bench now embroiled in corruption, which is everybody sharp, because we don't know how that happened. But the point I'm making is this, comrades. You guys, the propaganda never helped on the last term. And instead I want to anger, I remember I point out something to the baller. You know what this comrade leader and the Gen Sec no run out all now? You think I talk Mark no want to come bonfire pan tough than I walk one up a Yui? Mark Jefferson Golden knows that when he run out and contact about Yui, the reporter's gonna ask him, in light of the revelation from the CEO that Dennis Garden it is not proven Dennis Garden company benefited from the tax exempt, what are your views? Mark Golden is not prepared to answer that as yet. That is why I'm run out. So now I'm out of twist and turn, Right. Me take my cue from the comrade leader, and as it is now, the comrade leader, and as it is now, the comrade leader, I got him iron cross him T before him run out.
Hold on, Madam Speaker.
She's speaking for the comrade leader.
It's my opinion. I said it's my opinion. You can't speak for comrade leader.
Excellent time now. Your time run out, Madam Speaker.
So, Bala, see, when this young lady come up here and talk about starting the term, what she need to do is go back and listen to what the wonderful Rosie said about Donovan Williams saying to her, where she alleged that she was told by Donovan that she, Rosie, have gunmen, but him, Donovan, have gunman too. And if an elected member of parliament and a minister of government can be purporting to be controlling gunmen and be sitting down in parliament, why hasn't Andrew Holness and the Jamaica Labour Party come out and speak about that matter?
Well on, Excellence. I'm going to pause you to get the answer from Ms. MunchieB in regards to that question.
Let me finish the question. And also...
No, man, but I want to answer that, man.
But may I give her the part of the question to answer too? And also, the allegations being made by Rosie that them burn out the people them down that side and buy up the lands them. Why isn't it that the Prime Minister nor any hierarchy of the JLP has not come out to answer, deny, confirm, or to rubbish any of those claims made by Rosie? They have said that the matter will be treated internally when it is said that kickback money is taken from contractors, where taxpayer money is being used to give to people 300,000 and all their money there. Madam Speaker, talk to me about your integrity, Prime Minister. Why hasn't he spoken about it? Or your more big back ball and Morgan. Know yourself.
Comrades, allegations, propaganda, and all when Rosie say, Rosie must bring the evidence before the people of Jamaica can take Rosie serious. If you no comrade want to take her serious, fine, you know, we not speak for no. But on behalf of the Jamaica Labour Party and the party leader, tell Rosie, put the evidence in the paper or send it Congo, and then the chip will fall where they lie. We not run back on with propaganda and foolishness from Rosie. Tell her push out the evidence like how she push out the vice notes. That's all.
So why is that this man say it will be dealt with internally then?
About the party.
No.
About the allegation part, give it to the authorities. Excellent. About the allegations we just say. We have MOCA, we have Fraud Squad, we have the IC, we have the police. Tell Sister Rosie, give the evidence to the relevant authority as it relates to the party disciplinary and how the party disciplinary whatever with she and Donovan. That's what Desmond was referring to, not the other allegation.
Desmond did not clarify that for himself though. Desmond did not make a clarification. So who are you to speak on behalf of them?
Well, so why are you asking me then?
No, because you tried to put forward, and I will say something to you, my beloved sister. Where Jack Dennis is concerned, Dennis God did not go up to UE and sign anything off for himself. It must have been somebody who said to him, we can do that for the company. Right? There must have been precedents, and it will be interesting to know that if the company that is said to have some relation to the Benz Punani, who gave them authorization also.
Hold on, now we have for excellence visa. Excellent, brother. Beg a point of interjection.
Go ahead, Brad. Go ahead.
Hold on, before me continue. Hold on, Brad. Keston and everybody else, I know soon someone has sent request long time. I want to notice me have a delay with pulling you guys up in the box. The weight, it could be either way. I could have left when I could stay down there, or if I stay here, so I have to keep me for a while. Madam Speaker Colin Excellent is currently having a discussion. Go and keep it smooth and nice free, as I want to see it already. Few times we have intervals where we give that. We not give Muslim no point of. We not give Muslim no time to talk it. So now have to bear with me. Nikki, other people in the box. The only persons here right now having the conversation is Excellence, Madam Speaker, and Colin. They are the main speaker. Brat is here now and then chip in. So now have to bear with me a little bit because the discussion, it a come from far and we want to try to keep it smooth. Okay, so Brad, go ahead.
Let me say it quick. You know, the Prime Minister ran his campaign and endorsed Rosie, and he said, whenever he wants the truth on anything and solid advice, I beg you play back the tape. Next thing then tell me, say, I like me to tell upon the man. He goes to Rosie. So if he should have any girlfriend, Rosie would be his girlfriend because he can depend on her, to be honest. No, I find it very surprising, you know, that with all
Rosie,
they don't want to dispute what she said. After the Prime Minister himself had this lady beside him and endorsed her and lauded her on her honesty.
What you say, man? Ready to take a black hair from Juliet, you like a Rosie's girlfriend.
Next thing we have to go send back.
Yeah, I think I can find the video. Quick. Yeah, man, the general talk highly about Rosie for you, man.
The Prime Minister was the one who gave her the greatest recommendation. Speaking about her honesty.
Rosie and myself go back very long, very long. And during my challenges and low moments, I always relied on the loyalty and honesty of Rosie. A very frank and straightforward person. I hope you hear that.
Are you making a mess?
So, Father, now that Rosie is speaking out, Madam Speaker, see Rosie has not been credible. You see, and this is so fascinating. This is somebody who the Prime Minister knows.
Excellent.
I never finished, Bala. You forget.
Come on, Brad call the point of interjection and move out. Remember, say
That was in the middle of my speech.
Are you that talk?
Yes, man.
Oh, Brad, you finished. Sorry.
That recommendation of Rosie came from the Prime Minister, and Rosie is somebody who he knows for so long. So when these people who the Prime Minister don't even look for when they see them, but he look for Rosie for her loyalty, her honesty and her integrity. These people come up here trying to discredit Rosie. People the Prime Minister don't even look at. But he looks at Rosie. He goes far to show how they are like sheep. Because Rosie is well beloved by the Prime Minister. But because she start talking the truth, the sheep them trying to unalive her. But guess what? Sheep can't unalive wolf. Rosie will remain great and you will still be the little pawns. So they leave Rosie alone. I need the Prime Minister to come and answer what Rosie said about Donovan. That comment about what she said Donovan said to her, you have gunmen, but me have my gunman them too. How could a minister of government name the embroiled in such a thing?
20, it's not getting there.
How could a minister of government name the embroiled in burning out and buying up of lands after, allegedly? Don't question Rosie. Question what Rosie said. Because the Prime Minister said, when she talk, she's honest, frank, and loyal. And that's where I leave it.
All right, Colin. I hear from you now while I know, Colin. Kestan. Hold on, Kestan. You know, hold on, Kestan, man. Kestan, I'm tell you, when I go there on pause right now, Kestan, I cannot listen. That's why I'm not pulling up in our box. It got delay the conversation. Madam Speaker, Excellence, request Madam Speaker to come up. And Madam Speaker, Excellence, and Colin have a discussion. So just bear with me there, Kestan. It's a flow, make it keep flowing. Go ahead, Colin.
All right, so yeah, the thing about, I heard you guys were having the debate about Jagden and...
I'll just go on top of the screen. The Muslim know you're not going here, but hold on.
Jagden and Dennis and the PNP and Donovan Williams. The difference is that Jagden is a private company. It's not a government-owned company or a line owned by any political party or political affiliates. What Donovan Williams is accused of is political. It is not a private company. May I talk about where the Rosie is accusing him of taking money off of the top from the contractor and having my girl name Emily she name fill out 100 forms.
Aliyah.
Fill out 100 forms. Those are all political. Those are all tax money.
Really forgot Aliyah name already, bro?
Yeah, because I mean there's so much name.
So much to focus.
Yeah. But So the difference is that Jagden is a private company that's owned by Dennis Gordon. If Jagden should be sued, it will not be the PNP party that would be sued. It will be Jagden that will be sued, totally independent of the PNP. Now, while Dennis Gordon is a member of the PNP and is a PNP member, so I cannot understand, Madam Speaker, association with it, but it wouldn't be correct to say the PNP is embroiled in corruption. It would be Dennis Gordon, right? The same as when a JCF officer get arrested for any form of corruption, like the inspector from CTAC the other day. No one said the JCF is embroiled in corruption. They said an officer from CTAC was embroiled in cocaine smuggling and whatever the case might be. But what I would like to ask, Madam Speaker, is if Christopher Tufton is not responsible for what goes on at UWI, then why would he dismantle the board? Is Christopher Tufton is not responsible for UWI when the
people on top of the screen?
When the potential CEO from England came to visit, why was it that Christopher Tufton was the first person that she had the meeting with? And if Christopher Tufton is not responsible for UWI, then why is it then that when he dismantled the board, when he put the current CEO on leave, he said that the current CEO would be back? Not the board, but him. You see, the auditor, internal auditor from UWI said that this has been going on from 2018. He said he raised an alarm in 2019. He warned them that this procurement issue is not right, and they did nothing about it. And so one question I want to ask Madam Speaker to open up our mic, I'm going to ask her something very, very vital to this whole discussion. Madam Speaker, did you hear anything about the 3 floods at UWI?
Colin.
Yeah, man.
I watched the PAC. That is how me answer your question. I watched the PAC because I wanted to get accurate information from the relevant personnel. I'm gonna run off a propaganda and mix up. So Tuesday when the PAC at the PAC sitting was the first time I hear about the flood.
Right. That was the question I was asking.
20 minutes.
Before the
20.
Before the PAC meeting.
We left from half hour to 20 minutes.
Have you heard about the flood before this?
How am I going to hear about flood? That no in my area for me listen for hear about flood. So what can based on the PAC meeting that I watched, that is the first time I heard about the flood.
So hold on.
I don't find it strange that the flood just mysteriously just destroyed the particular files are.
Comrade, let me explain something, because this is my last. Thank you for your platform, Bala. At the start of my presentation, I was very clear. Whoever is involved in the corruption at UWI must be brought before the courts and held responsible. What the reason for them question? I don't see the reason for these questions. Me not pick up for people. I have no reason to. I have no skin in the game. What this line of questioning to me is irrelevant. Now nothing to do with me.
First of all, nothing at all that is going on have anything to do with any of us personally. But we're discussing the issue because it is important Jamaica issue that is relevant to Jamaica, the health system, and taxpayers' money. Now, when you said to me just now, how would you hear about a flood? If you will flood out, we all would hear. It wouldn't be a private flood.
They didn't say you will flood out. They said that particular room. They said a particular area where they keep the things in flood out. They never say entire you will flood out. They said the room that they had the shelves in
and
where they store the things.
You think that is convenient?
I don't want to speculate. They said they're gonna bring the evidence to the BAC 2 weeks from now. They're gonna bring the evidence of the flood, and I'm gonna wait on that as the chairman rightfully said. I'm here wait on it too. May not speculate. I'm not the person to speculate.
One room in a UA flood out 3 times. Back to back to back. And this is not any more question because Mr. Say I get kind of irritated from questions. I didn't know that you were so easily irritated.
No, because you asked me a question, make out of my jurisdiction.
I asked you one question. That's all I ask you is one.
And that question is out of my jurisdiction. There's no way on earth me can know about what going on you with day to day. I don't work there. I don't live close to the place. I don't even watch local weather for years. Say it come on the news, and it may have come on the news and me not see it come. Me not watch local news like that. So that question there, me don't know. Me not working. I think you ask me a sensible question.
No, you're kind of right because flooding at UA seems to be a day-to-day operation. So you're right. You wouldn't know about the day-to-day operation.
Exactly.
Right.
Very good.
So for the amount of time that you will get and that room get flooded out, yeah, it seems like a day-to-day operation. I find it just curious that room continuously get flooded out.
3 times.
3 times.
And nobody never hear about it. Not even Madam Speaker was at.
No.
Oh man.
Who is such a strong JLP spokesperson? One of the top JLP media spokesperson.
I ask Muslim yesterday, Muslim same no year. Me ask Grim Reaper no year. Everybody, Lord, I know a flood.
You see, the other thing also that I find curious.
Right. Brat is a brat, you know. Brat say flood of a jabati. If flood walk on you. Brat, me gonna take you out of the box. All right, me now this is a platform. Go on, Brat, let me build that mic.
So the thing that I find curious about the flood at UA, right, is that the flood conveniently washed away 22 files. Cannot be found. And 29 file alone can be found. So the flood either have a shredder that comes with it, or it have some form of a fire that comes with it. Because when a room is flooded out with papers, you can always find the paper. Them are go wet up, and you can always put them under the sun.
And hold on the Colin, to place some emphasis on this for all who are here, or all who never hear and ask me what kind of question. This is not a flood like a pipe leak, or it was said, quote, and I can pull up the article where the man said, rain, every rain. And we know every rain flooding. So I'm going to put that out there for people who are going to speculate and say, there must be a broken pipe. No.
Yeah.
He said, flooding due to every rain. Go ahead, Khalid.
Exactly. Before, Mike, that's the reason why I ask her about it, because I know that our words are not valid on labor compound, and her word would be more valid on this
Madam Speaker
topic. And so therefore, this is the reason why I wanted to get her on the record to let me know if she heard about the flood.
But I have one question for her. Madam Speaker. I don't want Colin say come like in a 2-2 like question because it might put you up on the spot.
So I not answer the question since I come up here.
No, you answer question. Okay. I not say that man. But what I say now is still no do this. I can't get so old so fast, Father God. I'm chain that left me so fast. Anyways, the question I ask is, Father, I'm gone again. The rain. Let me go for your book here, because I have all the book question right now. Go on, Colin. They come out of my ringy bell in my ears.
Marla, please don't condition yourself to work in the bell.
All right, so
I have a question to ask.
Well, no, excellence. I want to know, man. So.
Madam Speaker, laugh off of me.
Yeah. the other thing about it, right, is that when you hear about these things, the flooded room, the one selective flooded room in you, you is a big compound, you know. The hospital is a big compound. That one room keep getting flooded out continuously.
Oh, I just remember the question I asked Madam Speaker now.
One.
Yeah, Madam Speaker, come here laugh for me. You know. Madam Speaker, so a facility like you, shouldn't we have documents be stored hard and soft copy?
Absolutely.
Do you think it is? Okay.
But did you know right? But did you know that right across the public sector, that's how they store document? Show them in a room and all that something there.
Yeah, but we are in an age of digital.
I agree.
Yeah. So you think that is the only way where they have it in filing cabinet?
It is shameful. Not in a 2026. I don't know what is going on in the public sector. It is very sad.
No, but it is the JLP, which is in government, and should be transforming the public sector. So
you can blame, of course, you can blame JLP. I agree. You can blame JLP for that.
The lyric.
I agree, excellent. You can blame JLP for that.
On my time, we're all not talking.
You're right.
All right. One Jordan. That's why. That's why we don't explain it to you guys. I didn't want to keep the box reduced because the interruption, everybody are going to have friends if it talk. But we have Madam Speaker here and Colin finish up and then we hear from somebody. Because I was in there long before you were on, you know. And I know Mosin not get no talk, so I have to bear with me. The conversation is nice and smooth. It's a hot topic. And we like clarity. You know, guys, I don't like the market space type of behavior. And it was requested, so just bear with the people. Colin, go ahead.
So the thing about it is that when you look at this room that continuously getting flooded out, the one room at UE, nowhere else in a UE no get flooded out, just that one room that continuously get flooded out by the continuous flooding from big thunder showers of rain, right? Yeah. And 22 of these files get continuously washed away out of the room, that them cannot be found. The CEO said we went and we looked for them over and over and over and over again, and they were able to find one. I don't know if they found it at sea or down in the gully, but they were able to find one. He said, I informed them and instruct them to turn it over to the Auditor General.
Let me say something to Muslim. I see a jump, like a jump out of a box and say, see a your platform, do your thing. Muslim, remember saying a whole reason good enough, man. And Madam Speaker the better, and yeah, we choose her, rather talk to her. So you have to wait like everybody else, bro. I feel no way, man. You can't hold the reason, bro. Go ahead, Colin.
So when this file get washed away, them find one file, you know, and he instructed them to turn it over to the Auditor General, and they did not. So if a CEO is telling his subordinates to turn over the file to the Auditor General, and they refuse to, and until this day still have not, what is going on at UE? Where is the leadership in that facility? Who is actually running the show up there? Because if them now listen to the CEO, then obviously the other 22 file good for them with that one file with them fine. But them a tell the CEO say the flood gone with all of them. Because a one file him tell themself it turn over and them decide to them now turn it over. And they still keep it until this day. And they still have their job. So you see, it's the prisoners that are running the asylum. You see? So anybody who want to come say about this and that and rare, right now, we need a clean sweep. As a matter of fact, you know what we need? We need another flood at UE to flood out all of the staff them and wash them with the 22 farm where they wash away. The rest.
Empress, you know, say I want instigator. From what you say, I try to instigate something for me. Now calling now Madam Speaker alone and say attack. Why you typing those things in the comment? Come on, Empress. Don't do that. All right then. So for y'all I could take all Madam Speaker, don't go away, you know, because I want to hear from you, but I'm gonna take 1 minute from everybody else in the box. Nikki there long before
Hold on 1 second there. It seems like Empress get adopted by Sydney, you know.
They might behave like Sydney.
Yeah, man. It seems like she's now the female Sydney.
Colin, do not disrespect Sydney, man. Come on, man. Stop it, man.
No one can ever say anything, one thing about Empress. Not one time, ever.
No, I'm just saying, stop disrespecting Sydney, man.
No, excellence. So me don't know what she come talk about, say, me get too much time or whatever the case might be, like she a fight for time.
Colin, stop. Don't bring Sydney to disrepute, brother. Let's move on.
Go on, Bala.
It's an irrelevant comment.
So everybody want Bex up in them feelings for talk. And I don't even want come almost him, your Bex and gone. You think hey boy, go in, man. Alright, I'm behave myself and go back into character. Yo, some of them money have some sensitive thing about them, you know. I not access when certain time my month come them park, then can't work properly. You know? You Bex and jump out of the box and I say what you want, say no. Alright. So moving right along, people. Now drop some tops for the screen, the people. I could hear from Madam Speaker, you know. It's right.
Okay, so I watched the entire PAC and I never hear the CEO said that he first of all we have a new acting CEO. I mean never hear the CEO say he instructed the members or the staff to give over the report and that is false. As a matter of fact, the CEO said they found 28 and they added it over to the Auditor General and they found an extra one and they did for the very same. Again, as it relates to the other CEO, Tufton single-handedly cannot fire that CEO. And the people who work in a government knows that. Public sector workers, no minister can fire them because minister never hire them. So the argument that Tufton couldn't answer if the other one was coming back, guys, Tufton, that's not in Tufton job description. So Tufton cannot answer that. And again, I'm gonna say to the members of the People's National Party, Mark Jefferson Golding campaign on integrity. 4 years, Mark Golding went around the country and told the people of Jamaica that a corrupt party, a corrupt organization cannot liberate the people. And him is the man of integrity. And while he is the party leader and comrade leader and the prime minister, if he gets the chance, there will be absolutely no corruption. He will not tolerate it. And anybody that is embroiled in... Where is that?
I raised a point of order in the chat, but Bala not looking.
Okay, all right. So anybody,
a point of order, madam.
Me not spend time. Me allow to talk 5 minutes.
I raised a point of order
10 minutes, and as soon as I open my mouth, point of order me, and then me not get back. Me notice soon, you know.
Yeah, we still, but be honest though, Madam Speaker, I still a deal nice. I want to deal PMP them on the platform still, so don't be petty.
Me not be petty. I'm just pointing out the obvious. As soon as I open my mouth, attack me here, say point of order. I mean, not.
All right, finish.
Where's excellence?
You said so much of erroneous. That's why I wrote the point of order.
So how much things you say were erroneous, and me not stop you. Why you have to stop me every time you talk? And make me so when me say, and then you come back in and say what you say.
Yeah, that's all like it can.
Make me so when me say, and then you come back and rebut when me say. Why you have to stop me in the middle of my speech if you say me say something erroneous? Look how much bad things you say, pure lie yourself from copy, you know.
Let's get on with the time because me so want to come off and I have much more important thing than to hear you guys quarrel. I need to take my daughter to the park. But
you need to me know your platform. Yeah. I'm watch you give excellence 5 minutes and take another 1 minute. And you me don't even reach a minute into my speech and excellence that stop me. Come on, man.
Excellent. Me tell you say you have to chill in the dark. You see? I forced somebody to give 5 minutes. You know? You see I make you come back around to beat me. Alright, I could hear Madam Speaker say.
Yeah, allow me because me not talk long because me not get more than 3 minutes. As a matter of fact, put on me 3 minutes. Soon as it done, I will shut up. I always do that. So yes, so Mark Golin, Bala and comrades, friends. You see, comrades, let me tell you something. You see, the PNP when me grew up, under my PJ party as much as they mash up the country. All them something who are support and promote under PNP. It couldn't work under comrade leader Percival Noel James Patterson, And I am saying to you guys, you need to stand for something. And if you say you is not for corruption, it doesn't matter who is involved. Say to the person who care bigger than the party and must step aside because you not bring the party into disrepute. Instead of not mix up, not twist up on yourself in a press of support Dennis Garden. Put the party and put the country over Dennis Garden. Say to Dennis Garden, you should not have found yourself in this and you must step away from the People's National Party because under the leadership of Mark Jefferson Golin, there will be absolutely no corruption. Instead of not come and make excuse, who are the 3 companies? The CEO do this, all of that is true, but when it comes to the party and the country, say to Dennis Garden will love you, you're a party man, but step aside because this is for the party. Instead of not come and make the people of Jamaica watching excellence. The people of Jamaica watching comrade, and the people them who bring up every minute and I say, oh, Andrew did do this, Andrew did say this. Andrew never run pan integrity. Remember, say we never run pan integrity. September 3rd,
That means we have to call him out pan integrity.
You can't call him no wow.
Integrity. Integrity there should be a character.
But Paula, the people of Jamaica voted for that already.
A part of every leader.
Agree, but you already paid me prime minister as corrupt already. Me already brand him already. And the people of Jamaica still vote for him. Comrade leader Bala ran on integrity. And in order for comrade leader to go before the people of Jamaica in next election, Bala, and say to the people of Jamaica, elect me, become better than Andrew, he must remove Dennis Garden from the PAC as the era council and put him for sit down and make him know, say, you're not bigger than the PNP. The PNP was before you and it's going to be after you. Party and country first.
So
that is what you should say.
Now. So let me try yes. Let me try to understand now. So what you try to say? Because Mark Golin run pan integrity. We hold him accountable for anything where it's against integrity, right?
Against his principle, yes. Because he's my principle man.
All right, yeah. So basically, Andrew never run pan that. So we have to
already tell the country say him corrupt and him have 28 bank account. No matter when he say that was the narrative. Andrew ran on his track record and the record of performance. That's what we run on.
But Madam Speaker, before from reality,
With what?
As a leader. Wouldn't you say our leader?
What happened?
We know that. Bala, we know that our party leader have integrity and our party leader is good.
No.
But he never need to tell us that.
I am making reference in regards to what you said just now. What may I say? So because come here, try to understand the notion where you put out in the atmosphere.
Yes, go
I
on.
am trying to understand. I mean, I want to come up with my own understanding or interpretation. So because distinctively, my goal in say in my integrity boss, you know, for all and because PMP are criticized and I beat on about 28 bank account. That simply means we not all him still him not have the integrity.
The people of Jamaica answer that question on September 3rd.
No, I am asking you that
I
question.
am telling you.
I wasn't around September 3rd.
All right, I am telling you. You guys can't even own an opinion. The facts are very clear.
What is your opinion?
My opinion
should
is
we not hold the Prime Minister for integrity? That is my question here.
All right, and the answer is you guys are entitled to do anything, hold him accountable or anything.
Munchie. Don't look on me or label us as PNP. I am a Jamaican talking. Brad, give me 30 seconds. You and me and everybody on the platform. Are you saying that we should not owe the Prime Minister? The Prime Minister should not have any integrity?
I am saying the Prime Minister answered that integrity question already on September 3rd. that Mark Golin not have no front pan because he has never lead the country before, so we can't hold him pan in performance. So only thing Mark Golin have to run pan is his word, Bala. His word is his band, and he must stick by word. That's what I'm saying.
You're being biased though. But
No,
it's natural
not.
for
I am not being biased, Bala.
Yes. All right.
But Bala, all right. So what has Mark Golin carry on and more than his word?
From Brad. No, but I think there are certain characteristics where a prime minister, a leader, with a president, him supposed to possess certain of these attributes. You see? So when you say
him have them.
Yeah, but your statement putting out there in the public is like you're trying to say Andrew not obligated to have a clean integrity to host the people. I'm saying I don't want to interpret what you're saying in a wrong way. Probably because I probably don't span a level or not understand. But integrity is something where whether you feel say me a JLP or PNP, every leader, especially of a country, supposed to have integrity. And if you don't have the integrity, you will do anything. You ever hear your mother or your grandmother say you're low on frog belly?
I agree, Bala.
If you don't have no integrity.
Bala, I agree.
Yeah.
I did not. Let me explain. Give me 1 second.
But before you go ahead, Brad.
Wait, no, let me come in before, Brad, because I miss my chain of thought. I said, we and the people who supported Andrew Holness, we never question his integrity. His integrity was not in question to us. So that was without saying. We know a prime minister character, we know he had integrity, and we know what we voted for. It's a combination of everything, including his performance. We said Mark Golding
mentioned the 28 bank account.
I said because
that is an issue with the IC.
That's an issue with you guys. That's an issue with the PNP. The IC never said the prime minister have 28 bank account. I said the PNP said it. And I'm saying that the people of Jamaica answered that question already. So we trust and we agree with the Prime Minister. The PNP ran on the 28 bank account and Mark Golding being a man of integrity. And now when push come to shove, you want to step aside and say, oh, well, PNP different from all this bag of nonsense. That's all I'm saying. I'm done.
Brad, go ahead, Brad.
You know something? I'm here listening, and the young lady said something, and my ears perk up, and even my ears had to laugh because I don't understand why these labor rights are like welcome mat when it comes to corruption and a shabai when it comes to cleaning up and hiding the dirtiness that is in them party. Now, let us talk about Dalrymple.
Oh, please.
Let us speak about Dalrymple. So Dalrymple used the tax exemption for a motor vehicle, sold it to her sister. Tell lie on it. The Prime Minister, she stepped down and then the Prime Minister brought her back. Hold on a little bit. Waste how much in millions of dollars to run a campaign for her. Of taxpayers' money is my Green. He was seen right in the middle of the COVID lockdown, saying, shouting out with his friends and saying, we're not going. While the rest of Jamaica was under lockdown, persons were being hauled off by the police forces. They were being thrown in jail, they were being detained, and they were being hauled off to court and slapped with some huge fines. Persons had to pay $100,000, $70,000, and might I add, a lot of these persons were elderly people who have no idea where the next meal is coming from. Some of those persons are still in court today as we speak because of that. So Floyd Green, yes, he was removed, but guess what? He was rewarded with a much bigger position. What is he now? He is the Minister of Agriculture. And how much money is missing in his ministry? Oh, sorry, not missing, unaccounted for. So you see, when it comes to integrity, and your honest name and integrity cannot go together. When it comes to honesty, Lord have mercy. That one is very far-fetched. So, as it is said, the People's National Party and the Jamaica Labour Party, the two leaders, they are not the same. Listen, and for the whole 28 account story, Wasn't it NNN who came out with that story? Wasn't it? And why is it that Andrew Holness took the very same committee, the very same body that he himself endorsed in Parliament and said no one must interfere with them? Papa Jesus, the man, have them a court up to today with taxpayers' money. The Prime Minister of Jamaica has taken his own institution that he himself endorsed in Parliament. No wonder they go in a Parliament and carry them own water, because they really and truly don't want to drink the same water that the rest of them in Parliament drinking, because they don't want to be contaminated like the rest of them. Ew.
All right, Brad. Well said. You're right now. All right, then. Yeah. We're gonna take a 1 minute each from. One here from Keston. Jordan there said we are wait patiently. I'm going to take a minute from Keston, then we move on to somebody else before we continue back with the conversation. Go ahead, Keston.
Thing there. Bala, one of my problems is this, you see? We having a private conversation. Nobody know about it. And we talk about the conversation privately. And what comes out of the conversation, they come out to the public. And we consider it as allegation. What comes out of the conversation comes out in the public. Me and you in the same group. We talk something, you don't deny it, you don't say nothing about it, you don't argue about it. But it come out now. And when it come out, we are blame the person who speak it. We don't talk about who leak it, we are blame the person who speak it. That's one. We're talking about integrity. We're talking about people in our authority that's supposed to hold certain things together. And when I hear people talk garbage, it kind of hurt my feelings. Whether PNP talk it or Labour talk it, it hurt my feelings. Because I believe that human being as Jamaica supposed to have little something about them that when wrong go wrong, we slap it down. No, Mark Golding need to put out Dennis Garden or hold him in an high esteem. We don't hear him say nothing yet, so I'm not jump on him case. However, what the man say? Let the chips lie where they may. So if Dennis Garden for got prison, he might got prison. Can we say that about Andrew Holness? No, when we hear the argument about my boy from Central Kingston, the first thing come to my mind is that we are listening to a conversation privately among a couple of people that if it never leaked, who would know nothing about it? Not that I would know about it, but the person who would make the statement them are the ones that are being chastised, ridiculed. And on top of that, the Prime Minister make a statement. She's trustworthy, honest, and devoted. How she becomes a liar now? Something wrong. These are questions that people need to think about. And stop coming with a bunch of garbage, brother. Allow the garbage collection, brother. And I could deal with facts, because facts you want to see.
All right, Keston. You 1 minute up. Big up yourself, my boss. Respect. Jordan. Can you hear from you, my boss?
Yes, good afternoon.
Yeah, respect, my boss.
Yeah, man. Munchie, my friend, although me I never have no argument. But Munchie, you see you was one of them, you know. You bias for all side, Munchie. Munchie, let me speak for myself. If it is that Dennis Garden did something wrong, he must pay the full penalty of the law, right? But there is a significant problem at UA, and we see it. We want to hear about Dr. Carl Bruce. What is his role in all of this matter? Because there's a lot of things that are being said in relation to him, right? We want to hear about the former CEOs. We don't want the former CEO, to go up and leave like we're going up a heart, like we're going a National Water Commission where we have not, we're not fire Mark Barnett yet, you know. As a matter of fact, Munchie, let me put you to that. CEOs of government agencies are not like average public sector workers. They're hired on contracts. They're not given pension or not like that if you weren't aware. So they can be dismissed. All right. Next thing to Munchie, all government departments and agencies must have digital and physical records. That's mandated by the Ministry of Finance. So when them tell you say a paper documents alone them have, they are liars. They're supposed to have it digitalized as well, because as a person working in government, that is a must. You must have your physical copy and you must have your digital record. So even the flood could have come, Noah could have come, you must have that record stored somewhere so that we can get it, right? So Tufton is embedded in this scandal, and we continue to hear scandals after scandals under the Ministry of Health portfolio, Munchie. Munchie, at time Tufton go on, Munchie. You know, believe so, at time Tufton go on, Munchie, because the scandals that are coming out of the ministry is not believable. Millions of people hundreds of people and thousands of people in this country cannot get the services from the ministry that they're supposed to get because corruption is eating out all of what they need to get. So you must be honest with yourself, Munchie. Be truthful and honest and let the chips them fall. Your government full of corruption, full of bangarang, and then now get easier upon the people, because we're going to continue to see drops and drops of situations like these. And that are my 2 cents.
All right, my boss. Well said. The next person, I wanna hey, what go on? You're there in the box now. Where are you, General?
Where are you, my G?
Manners, father.
Respect, man, yeah.
Every time.
Thank you, you're welcome. Yeah, man. Me I go and listen and thing, my G, and the young lady, Madam Speaker, she said something which drew my attention. She said that the PNP should be more about the country than the party and whatnot. But
it sounds like something we say every day, though.
But to be honest, my G.
Yeah.
This is the same lady me hear upon a tape say she don't want nobody talk bad about her leader. She don't listen about the party because any of them talk about her leader and his wife, everything cut down.
Our loyalties with the party.
It's not with the party. It's with the
party and the leader.
With the leader, exactly. That's what loyalty lies. Not with the country, you know.
Oh, so I see why you're saying she's a hypocrite. Hey, you're not easy, you know.
Okay. Kill the cock.
All right. Next thing, my G. Me just start follow up the politics on TikTok recently, you know, so I don't know all of the players them so good, see? But I think it was yesterday I listened to when name Bowler and what the guy named Howard was having a conversation, and them talk about the Dennis Garden thing and whatever, and him say why they don't talk about the fact that Dennis Garden had an agreement with the hospital, in which that agreement is on record, where he has the record to show the agreement with the hospital to buy the equipment and to use it to help the people in his constituency. So therefore, yes, they might do a backdoor deal, but I'm not saying it is right. But the fact still remains that it is helping the less fortunate who can afford it. So it's not like you didn't know what Ima do. Them know exactly what was going, what his intentions were. See, I don't know if any of you guys who are more knowledgeable on the topic can expand on it, but that's what I heard. Yeah. Understand? So somebody who with more knowledge can talk about it. Third thing.
All right. Yeah.
The lady keep on saying Mark Gordon hasn't come out and talk about the whatever with Dennis Gordon and Dennis Gordon. Has Andrew Holness come out and speak about the Donovan Williams thing yet? Nothing. And his name is been implicated in it. Anyhow you try to avoid him name the Unite. Him name mix up in everything with it. You see me? So don't try play hypocrite and like say, why we more holy than no. One thing me can say as a socialist, if my party wrong, I'm gonna say my party wrong. Because at the end of the day, I am a yard man, I am a Jamaican. If they are foreign and Uncle Sam said, go back to your yard at Jamaica, I go and the PNP put me up. See me? But one thing, as a socialist, we stand for what PNP is for them philosophy for helping poor people.
All right.
See?
I will hold on this a little bit there. Colin gone, but Excellence still there. All right. Madam Speaker, I don't know if you hear where G say a while ago. G say you be hypocrite because based on everything what you say a while ago, him hear one clip with you I say totally opposite from what you're saying. So, me understand what G is saying, okay? G say, you pledge your loyalty to the leader of the party, so if the leader of the party gone, probably your loyalty gone. So where comes the best interest of Jamaica? Your statement is totally different from that statement where you make now, my friend.
First of all, I said my loyalty is to the party leader and Jamaica Holness. That's what I said. And the Prime Minister. Meaning that me trust and support my Prime Minister because me know for a fact that every decision that my party leader and Prime Minister make is for the best interest of the country. That is why me support my party and my party leader. And I am a Labourite on the ground. I am not a member of the government, so therefore me can say anything me want to say. As opposed to Dennis Gordon, who is an elected official, who is the owner of Jackden, who now find his company now find itself embroiled in a corruption at University Hospital of the West Indies. And as it relates to the person who say my Prime Minister, I never said my Prime Minister on integrity. I said my Prime Minister did not run on integrity. He did not need to run on that because his supporters and the people who support him and the people who him a campaign to did not ask about his integrity because we know our Prime Minister and we trust our Prime Minister and we know that our Prime Minister has integrity and him run on track record and his record of performance. Mark Jefferson Golden Ball on the other hand, we not have much to really judge him on because he never lead the country before. This is the first time I lead the PNP, so we have to go off of what he said. And based on his utterances, Bala, that is what we went off. And he was against corruption and he ran on corruption, and therefore we are calling on the comrade leader and the opposition leader, Bala, to come out very soon. Excellency, before we until the party meet because of my democracy fine and address the people of Jamaica, read revelation that a member of his party, Bala, is now caught up in corruption. He say, my integrity boss, he said, we're holding by him word and we want to do same. So calling on Mark Jefferson Golden Bala to come out and address the people of Jamaica. If not,
we're calling on Andrew Holness to come out and denounce what Rosie.
And do not have to come out and say nothing about
yes,
Rosie.
Yes, to him is the party leader. He's implicated in it.
Oh no, because Bala, what did Rosie say about the Prime Minister, Bala?
Hold on, everybody. Calm back down. Jagai, turn on your mic. People, remember the...
Wait, Bala, we have a question for you.
So Bala might be bypassed.
What did Rosie say about the Prime Minister?
Bala might be bypassed.
Mr. Excellent, just hold on and your woman chat to me, Excellent.
I just want to ask him one question, me not stay long. What did Rosie said about the Prime Minister?
Whole heap of things.
Like what?
One of the things she said.
Say the example. I won't name but who else name Bala women I know.
Sorry, man.
Yeah, respect.
Yeah.
So I say one of the things what she said is yeah, me know say you a long time, but what just give me a minute, bro. One of the things what Rosie said is the Prime Minister came to her about a particular issue.
What was the issue?
Him send him wife to her. Did she state the issue?
Did she state the issue? So what the Prime Minister need to come out and talk? So Rosie never tell no lie on him?
No, because the allegations, what you know? The allegation Rosie is making against Mr. Donovan Williams, she's a close confidant, or it's alleged that he's a secretary. I don't know if it is on paper. So he's a secretary for one of the Prime Minister. What you say, sir? Yeah, so is that like, you see the circle. So whatever, me and you try to
what I'm trying to understand. What I'm trying to understand is Bala, what exactly you know what the leader, what the Prime Minister must come out and address, because Rosie not bring up the story, not tea. She not clap no tea on the Prime Minister.
What do you mean she not clap no tea?
She not clap no tea on the Prime Minister.
She needs to be investigated, and the Prime Minister needs to, same like how you say, Margoli needs to come out and address this. The Prime Minister needs to come out and address this as well.
Address what?
What you mean address?
Address propaganda and mix up tit for tat. What is wrong with you, comrade? I'm not grasping at straws in a ball. With all due respect, you know.
I don't need to.
You guys are grasping at straws.
I do not need to.
Allegations that an MP have gunmen.
And a council have gunmen. Prime Minister must come out and say the MP and a gunman, or the Prime Minister can't put the head for the black people. We have to let the epic do the investigation.
Doesn't that necessitate some investigation when an MP?
Absolutely.
So why didn't the Prime Minister will come out and bawl out and say gunmen should not be facilitated in any of its form? Why hasn't he spoken on the matter?
What spoken said what?
He's the one that says gunmen are no angels and gunmen should be removed.
Excellent.
Right? No, he has never. Those allegations been made against the Minister of the government.
Prime Minister cannot address allegations. What you guys need to call on is Mocha and the fraud squad and those people to come in and investigate what Mr. Rosie said. Prime Minister cannot address allegations, guys. Come on.
Mr. Excellence, can you allow Brett a chance to raise her hand long time to say something?
Okay.
Somebody background excellence, background nice. Mute the mic when you're not talking, please. All right, brother.
You know, something we keep on forgetting that the Prime Minister had given Tufton an unsigned and undated resignation letter. Mr. Golden, I hope you're enjoying your Good Friday. But me have one little piece of advice for you, sir, with all due respect. Yes, when people dash them garbage, don't go take it up and put it back in them house. Because if you had not stepped in and assisted Tufton with being kicked out, to prevent himself from being kicked out of the Jamaica Labour Party, we would...
How do that, Brad? How do that?
So when the undated resignation letter was given to Tufton by the Prime Minister, it was a Mark Jefferson Golden and some other attorney lords who had stepped in to assist them from the injustice that was done to them. There's a Golden to enough. With all due respect, sir, may I take my time to the head and state. With all due respect, when people dash them garbage, leave it alone. Christopher Tufton was a horrible Minister of Agriculture. We lost all our 2 sugar companies, sugar planted under his watch. The one at St. Thomas and another one somewhere down the country. Now, because of that, we lost how many babies as well. Now we in this a problem here. You should have did make Andrew Dasher in garbage and leave him alone and let him implement somebody else as health minister. because I can't foresee anybody else doing a worse job than Christopher Tufton. Mr. Golden, you're too enough.
So what if Favour Williams was Minister of Health?
Let me tell you something, Bala. You see, Favour, and I'm going to say this. Favour, it is not that Favour is incapable. Favour is not allowed to do her job. You cannot put a Pomeranian in the midst of some pit bull and some bull mastiff and some cannot function.
Yes.
I kid you not, the lady is not being allowed to do her job. Favour went into the Ministry of Education with high plans for education ministry. Them the old Zara Vagabana Zug that she went and buck up in. It was not allowed. And I'm not asking her, tell me, I tell. So now that she is listen, how many times we see the Speaker of the House drag her up and embarrass her? The lady is not being allowed. She's as meek as a lamb. Look here, them the old Zanzibar there. She cannot shine. She's supposed to.
Yeah, go and put on your clothes. Go on here, just.
And that is just the sad truth where is concerned. Because the Speaker of the House cannot, not even when Favour step in her mother and mess up her foot. The Speaker of the House cannot step in Favour's shoe print when it comes to being educated and astute as a female. And I kid you not, and I say it with my chest up in the ear. And I leave it right here.
I can imagine. Okay, so we get back in our meet time after them, my friend. Colin, me just you miss some great topic, you know. Oh, after Colin, then Zara, please not to use any bad word in the comment section. You know that I don't tolerate those stuff. Yeah, please and thank you. Please be nice in the comment section, then, my friend. Please. Whose time is it now? Mr. Colin, when I hear from you for a while, I could hear from you and then we go back to Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker play.
Discussion ball, so I can.
You see?
Let me have my signal bad. And then merge.
Excellence on it. Well on it. Mr. Colin. You never hear Excellence attack a while ago?
Me? But okay, go ahead. I hear
Mr. Excellence. So well on it. So you are going to say to me, say, if you can't jump. You can't stand and wait to Colin jump out. Big man.
I've been waiting for a while.
Is that all right? Let me say this, I'm going to make you feel better now. Is that PMP? May I give time for talking?
No, I'm just saying to you.
Colin wasn't in the box and the man just come back. All right, you go ahead, Mr.
No. Let Colin go. I yield to Colin.
Colin, I want him go before you?
No, let Colin go.
Yeah, man, go on, Excellence. Do your thing, Excellence.
You know, it is very interesting that Madam Speaker could come up here and say the Prime Minister doesn't need to run on integrity. Classic stupidity.
Yeah, man, she lose it right there, sir, man. Who to say stupidity? She lose it there, sir.
Because any leader who does not have to show integrity,
man, accountability, honesty, transparency.
What you get is what you get. What that leader will give you is what you get to know from the JLP and from the honest-led administration. This is a leader who doesn't have much to prove in terms of integrity, because this is a leader when he was in opposition gave undated resignation letter to people to sign, which was unconstitutional. This is a leader who we can prove many times have made comments and then
Excellence, step out there, there.
This is a leader who has given commitments to the country and then go back and change it once he gets the chance. This is a leader who tells us...
talk about the minimum wage?
Not just the minimum wage, even with the concern about NHT. This is the same leader who tells... This is the very same leader, right? Who comes and says so many things and then change it as he goes along. This is the leader who say, I am a proud man. And I feel like giving back them money. And as soon as he won the
I feel like nothing techie.
Nothing techie. As soon as he won the third term, he said, give me everything lock, stock, and barrel. So this is the sort of a leader that Madam Speaker said should not talk about integrity. But again, you don't need integrity when you are leading people without integrity. That's an important concept that we have to consider. There's a lack of integrity in the JLP, which has been so for many years. And we saw it with the Bruce Golden-led administration. We see it with Mike. We see it now with Andrew Michael Holness. We have seen it with Edward Siaga. So they lack integrity from their DNA and from their fiber. So now we come to a point here now where all they want to do is defend corruption. They defend Cornwall. They defend Rural Reed. They defend Petrojam scandal. Everything which is bad and bleeding the Jamaican people, they defend. And they are defending their Prime Minister now, who has taken the Integrity Commission to court. And he had 28 points which he wanted to take them to court with. And 23 of those were thrown out, just to show the weakness of what he's doing. And this is the very same leader who once said we should not attack the institutions that are there to safeguard our integrity, but we should strengthen them. But his form of strengthening them is to take the Integrity Commission to court and ask that the clause in it that speaks about illicit enrichment be removed, right? That is how he wants to strengthen it, by removing the very clause upon which it is built. Make it make sense to anybody who really has sense. We have a Prime Minister in Jamaica today that when he goes to any CARICOM function, nobody looks at him with any respect because the integrity aspect of him is missing. I have never seen a Trinidadian Prime Minister come blatantly straight out disrespecting a Jamaican Prime Minister, saying about and calling them out, or then send them. Oh, we have Joshua, come away from there. We have leaders who send their mistress, right? This is the gimmick of what we have a Prime Minister in Jamaica, you know? The gimmick that is sitting in Jamaica House, you know, and people are here defending such a gimmick. But again, it's a ministry of gimmick. We have him calling back one minister who was embroiled in Petrojam scandal. We have him call back a next minister who was embroiled in a youth care scandal, right? We have him call back every single minister who had to pay serious price due to corruption back into the ministry, right? It's the first time seeing this in our life. You have a government where only four members aren't given ministerial posts, basically, right? In the entire government. And it shows what they are about. No, she's going to say Rosie should not. We hear that two persons who are closely linked to the Prime Minister.
Hold on, Mr. Excellence, because I want to load up them things on. So, is it true that the Prime Minister take the IC to court? Because I say it a while ago. I ask MunchieB, because remember, I don't know, you know. Everybody knows me, I don't know. So while I don't know, I ask MunchieB. MunchieB did not give me an answer, because I don't think this is an answer. I asked her, I said, did the Prime Minister take the IC to court? She said, we answered that on September 3rd. I guess that's what she was trying to say. So I don't know how to take my answer out of that.
That is exactly what I'm saying.
I would like somebody to be honest and be transparent.
And I'm going to say to you,
for others on the platform that would like to know the truth and the fact of the matter is, I would like an honest answer.
So that answer is laced in two things: arrogance and stupidity.
Okay.
Not because you want in September 3rd. Yes, the Prime Minister did take and has Integrity Commission in court.
So is that true, MunchieB?
That is irrelevant after September 3rd.
No, but
the people of Jamaica answer that question already. They say we don't care what the IC put out about the Prime Minister. Typical. You don't like the answers. You don't like the answers.
It's not. Okay. That's I do well on the excellence. Madam Speaker, may I listen to you all long and you sound very intelligent. You don't sound like the typical.
So because you don't like the answer that you say me not intelligent.
Man, listen what me I say. You know, listen to the question I'm ask you. Don't you assume say me know the answer.
You know the answer. You're just trying to gaslight me. You know the answer.
I am not trying to gaslight you.
You know the answer.
Everybody listen me now.
Oh.
My friend, you know what he say? when it comes on, I don't know if you were here earlier. I even asked Mr. Colin questions about Jack then. I saw me go down to work, my friend. Me ask excellence anybody. It's not an interview, you know. We are having a discussion. So this is a space where we all can be comfortable.
Bala, wait, sorry. I'm sorry to cut you. Oh, okay, never mind. Sorry, never mind.
Yeah. As me I say, this is not an interview. We are here now. We're having a discussion. So if me ask a question, you can feel free to ask my question too. And sometimes we as hosts and panelists, we are selfish. Still, soon go outside. We are selfish because we have 100 people on the live. I might not ask myself, what if it's me see it is a comment in the comment section and I want you are Mr. Excellence. I am not being biased in my mind because may I put the question to both person. I want to see who really have the knowledge and who really can execute the answer efficiently. So people there want education when I want to be misled. People want to pick them poison. You have Labour right, you have PNP. People want to hear the truth and then decide and say, all right, that poison here, he will do so and so to you, but me have to work with that one because that one will make you live a little longer, although you sure say a poison. Same way, if you get what me I say. So we don't have to be so defensive. And that is very, very duplicitous for you to say we answer that question on the 3rd of September already. You understand?
I can answer it. So if it's not satisfactory, you can go ask somebody else.
All right, let me Google it then, because but let me move on, stay.
Can I finish, Bala? Can I finish now?
Wow. Finish excellence.
When I listen to people and they speak like that, it shows how arrogant and how they are laced in stupidity because that was never placed on the ballot on September 3rd. That was not on the ballot on September 3rd. So how could you say the people answered that?
The IC was well on the ballot on September 3rd. Mark Collins campaigned on the Integrity Commission report and the Prime Minister's statutory declaration on September 3rd. And the people of Jamaica rejected him.
Madam Speaker, hold on. Madam Speaker, excellent. Make him finish.
But how long excellent? The notice, Bala, how long excellent?
I call in time.
The stupidity of this debate is stopping in the middle of my thoughts can be acknowledged. I am speaking as you keeps on stopping me. Right? So it could be allowed to finish. I never interrupted her garbage when she spoke.
You know, it was actually calling time though. And
all right, go ahead.
Colin. And I say Colin they give him time. So we basically think Colin. Munchie, stop with the evil laugh now. What a evil laugh. First me hear one woman laugh so easy evil, you know. Eh?
Yeah, hear me?
Colin. Yo, my boss.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
I always known of the Labour rights. Men them in the Labour rights to be very easily irritated by questions. And I've heard MunchieB on different platform talk and so forth. And she always seemed like a person who is kind of laid back and conversationalist and
aggressive, agaricious.
Answering a question. I am just learning that she is not as laid back.
Very agaricious.
Yeah, I never knew.
Attack Munchie time now. Make me know me can go on and on. Because I've been attacked daily, so I'm not like me offended. Just like me now sit on a platform.
You can leave it to the boss command.
It don't make no sense at all.
The boss command to Labour that will attack you. We leave it to Joshua. The boss command to Labour that will attack you.
Excellence, excellence, man.
I'm just telling you the boss command to Labour.
Excellence.
Excellence, we always achieve. Excellence. So by the time I protect you out of altercation, you know. Me feel like you always feel like Bala want to shut you up. But some of the time I like see you back and forth with the bro. That's why I always try to tell you, say, yo, just hold it on my G. As a G bad man, we can't make people see we are. So, go on, Mr. Colin.
Yeah, so as I was saying that, you know, but may I learn, and I see that Munchie is very short-tempered and easily irritated. But The one thing that I must say is that the labor writers were get some form of certification. They don't want to be in Jamaica anymore. Where we used to be love with Jamaica. And people who travel and live overseas usually say, oh, may I work and go back to Jamaica. May I build my house and may I go back to Jamaica. Now you find people who even build their houses don't want to go back to Jamaica. It is really and history. I hear everyone is saying how MunchieB is a very intelligent woman. I don't really know her. I don't really know whether or not or the level of her intelligence. But the thing about it is that if we should look at history, history has shown us that no corrupted country can ever prosper. Without integrity, no government can succeed. And I've always heard where the Prime Minister always pushed to the forefront that we will be the next Singapore. But remember that the Singapore that we have now is not the Singapore we had then. Singapore was as corrupted, eroded, and in a crisis back then as Jamaica was. What they did was start by cleaning up the political corruption and sending politicians to prison. And so, while we might hold up corruption as a badge of honor and wear it on the left side of our breast like it is some form of a team that we're playing for, it is not good for the overall Jamaica. And I don't know who it is that said MunchieB said her loyalties to the oldnesses. But I mean, that is good and great. But those are the attitude of subjects. Those are the attitude of people who like authoritarian government and dictatorship government. We want to be there for Jamaica. Patriotism is towards a country, not an individual. While a prime minister may come and go, the country stays forever. And if we don't hold up Jamaica to be the best that it can be and reach her full potential, when this prime minister gone, we will be left with a empty shell and no even beach to go on our walk on. We just want back the good Jamaica. We want back where we can sing a song for say, Jamaica, you're the land of my birth, I'll never leave you again. Because sweet Jamaica is on the move. Yes, it's a guan, sweet Jamaica nice, but the dollar's just not run. We want it to be. And I remember Andrew Holness being on Tony Rebel program and they played that song, Sweet Jamaica. As run.
So people, we hear from MunchieB right now. I'm kind of really preoccupied today. I would love to stay and make the program run and think, but I could jog idea. But as I say still, sometimes if you talk to somebody labor rights them, you know, it's not too bad talking to MunchieB although she bias still, but we have to understand say everybody have little bias in them still. But MunchieB, what's up?
So,
Friends say you're acted.
Bala, I
comrades.
can't ask Munchie a question.
Wait. From I come up on this platform, I cannot point out one time when we talk about anyone personally. And every chance when we get, you have to tell me, oh, me this.
When I say uno.
Excellence are the main one. I say calling him. I'll go start, but in catch himself and no content. But excellent. But we know what's excellence. Just I never want to come up here, you know. Because him always have something disrespectful to say and something, and him not have no regard for women, and I don't know why.
Munchie, be honest.
It's so long me take to come on the platform, Bala, because me tell you say excellence is gonna be a problem. You know much people that text me and say Munchie come down because excellence are this. We manage that, you take that, this and that. And me don't know why excellence have to be like that. But the only comrade with you know. He might the only comrade with stay. So I'm going to go every comrade platform. Every comrade platform. No, I'm telling you. Excellence is the only PNP. When we go to the panel platform, and excellence go on. So every other comrade, me and then cuss and fight and fall out, and then never have to tell me.
Munchie, I understand what you're saying, but look at me.
Anyway.
But anyway. Labor guilty
no, I'm not saying that. I am not saying labor right not guilty of that, but I am saying me personally, every PNP platform, and excellence is the only person. No matter what the comment section I say, me no mind, you know, cause me cuss people too, but face to face, excellence is the only comrade always I do that. But anyway, guys, comrades. Yeah, so you know I'm comfortable calling on no comrades.
1 second before you start. What did I say that was personal attack?
You was starting to say, oh, you know, you hear some Munchie intelligence, something you just stop. But anyway, comrades.
I want to straighten it because I don't want this allegation to fester.
You started to say by you Munchie, you hear some Munchie intelligent, but you never this and me never listen to me just say, oh Lord, I'm gonna take the cousin off of the line because I must know.
Instead, I've heard of her being intelligent, but I don't know her personally.
All right. G Unit say, girl, you do it. Me no cause no comrade to come on my platform. Anyway, oh God. Tell it anyway, guys. I don't know, I'm comfortable can call or no comrade and comfortable can come on any PNP platform. Everybody don't worry because I was born from a PNP womb with a PNP sperms, and every single one of my family from my mother's side a PNP. Me mean voting, polling station.
Munchie, tap him, man. I take your politics so serious, man.
My mother don't let What my mother tell me Bala
Jesus
say.
Christ.
And I polling station
One of
she
your
go there.
people
She
take
not come
politics
out.
serious.
Anybody
PNP
know my
sperm.
family? Know my mother. So my mother is strongest PNP. She not take off her orange shirt. Anyway, the point I'm making is this, comrades. If you guys think you can go back to the regular talking points, Bala, about what Andrew did do and what Andrew did say and sign this and that cannot win the next election, Bala. You guys have to move forward. The election is over. The people of Jamaica voted on Integrity Commission report already. What the people, yeah.
If PNP supporters and Labour Rights supporters support and cheer on both of them leaders, both sides, when corruption scandal and everything there, what happened to Jamaica?
But Jamaica Labour Party no support scandal. But
no,
Jamaica Labour Party no support scandal.
No, you talk, me not think you can talk for the party.
Well,
because based on certain points that you made, up till now, me even ask you a question and I see you shy away from it. I say whether it's be former member or current member, who from the Labour Party has come out openly will come speak out against corruption.
All of the Labour Party people come out and speak against corruption,
the
including the party leader. We don't support corruption. There's no corruption under Andrew Michael Holness since 2016. Absolutely no corruption. None. You cannot point me to no member of Andrew. Bala, tell me which member of the Andrew Holness. Bala, here's the question. Here's the question to you, comrades. Tell me which member of the Andrew Holness-led administration was charged for corruption since 2016. Tell me.
Ruel Reid. Charge under investigation.
Okay. And we both know say you don't say that you're proven guilty, right?
Hold on. Charge are under investigation.
Proven guilty of corruption.
So all right, what's all on? So which PNP member right now were charged? And
look here, remember I talk about corruption, you know. I never said anybody. I never said anybody from the PNP got charged for corruption. I never used that word in my mouth.
So my question now.
Bala.
So my
Dalrymple.
Okay.
Dalrymple was not charged for corruption. Dalrymple was not charged for corruption. Dalrymple was the Integrity Commission said that Dalrymple gave false information to the IC and she was made to pay the money because she did not put on her integrity on her statutory declaration that she did bring in this car. That is it. That is it. She was not charged for no thief or nothing.
That is stealing.
That according to you guys. According to you guys, not according to the evidence and the facts. I keep telling you guys, opinions are not facts.
No, that is not no opinion. The
so where is the article saying she was charged for thieving?
Hold on, man, and she plead guilty.
She plead guilty for not putting the facts on her integrity and her statutory declaration report. That's what she plead guilty for.
She plead guilty and she paid the money. Argument done.
Exactly. So it was nothing about she thieved for money. It was nothing.
What is the purpose of
and that is your opinion. I am not fighting your opinion.
What is the purpose of the statutory declaration?
Based on the Integrity Commission Act, all government workers and people who work with the government must list out them declare them assets to the statutory to the
and these are policies. And these are policies where members of parliament, politicians have adhere to, right?
The Integrity Commission Act was passed in 2018 and both sides agreed to it.
And these are policies where we expect everybody to adhere to, right?
Of course, once you're working for government and you must.
So what I try to say, how comes it's a breach of policy?
I cannot, Bala. Listen to
Bala,
me. When you do the American no Bala, me ya talk. Excellent, allow me from Bala to talk. I'm here to talk from there. Bala, if you're there for it, right?
Yeah.
No,
and you
because
buy some taxi.
You told a big fat lie a while ago. It needs to be clarified.
Excellence.
You're so everything you want to
lie.
clarify. You're so nobody not clarify nothing. Every time you want to clarify something.
So excellence. So when you get your time, you clarify.
Exactly. Anyway, sorry about that, Bala. Bala, question.
All right, 10 minutes.
If you the America, Bala, and you buy some taxi, and you give some, you say them at Jamaica, you have your family member, or you set up a company, and you are on a taxi service, right?
But against the policies, it's wrong.
No, we're not talking about government. We're talking about you personally. Bala,
no, but the government we are talking about.
No, but here's my point. Bala, if you the people them who you hire for run your taxi, have to do your work. Me sure see you're not gonna take up a known criminal or a known thief and give them your taxi. So the person you have to do your business for run, you cannot know the true intention of a person until you give them power. That's my point.
Short, based on the Integrity Commission report, it is not corruption.
Based on Bala, please. All I'm saying is this. All I'm saying is this as it relates to Mama D. Nobody cannot just look at Mama D and say Mama D was going to lie to the unintentionally according to her, mislead the IC. You can only know the true intention of a person, Bala, when you give them power. So the question when I ask me about if Mama D, me can't speak for Mama D. What I can say, Bala, is this: the IC
but if it was a PMP,
said,
if somebody on the PMP said,
what happened to people on the PNP too?
And what you think of it?
I said nothing because it was very clear. Say
my
the
friend,
person.
let me tell you this, my friend, man. No, we not gain from picking up for no politician, whether PMP or JLP. So we have to call it corruption because if it goes against what is in the books, we have to call it.
So that means to say the PNP people them where the IC and the PNP councillor guy where the IC put out say they should be charged for this and that. There's a corruption, right?
I don't know of that. You have to tell
me. You don't know of that. Thank you very much. You see my point? You see my point? You're not going to know of that. That is fine because we never got there, so we don't know. Maybe land because we don't know what is it. I don't understand how me can get a chance to speak no time at all. Me don't know. Oh, excellent, so emotional, you know. Excellent, you spoke for 5 minutes. The host give you more than enough time. And as soon as me open my mouth for talk, you start to hello, me no excellence, me I go land, you notice how sit quietly.
Hold on, Munchie, the time of boiling and now we have to cut the time short, you know. Brad, go ahead and say
yeah, man. In time of my time to cut shortly. All right, thank you very much. Ambal is the first time on my program and I feel like you're running good and everything. I'm getting time to speak, talk and everything. So thank you very much, comrade, and we can talk again next time. Because me no.
Hold on. No, me no want Hold on. She said something that is not accurate. Let me hurry up and say what I'm saying. None of those persons from within the People's National Party were sanctioned for no fraudulent, nothing at all. They were sanctioned for filing late, not for making no false declaration on their reports. Get that straight. Dalrymple, on the other hand, told a big fat lie, humongous lie, on her report, and that is what she was hauled before the committee for. That is what she pleaded guilty for, and that is what she paid over the fines for. Would you please get it correct?
You want to elaborate some more, Brad? Madam Speaker, guy.
Perfectly correct, Brad. She was using Bala's ignorance. Exploit.
Dalrymple went to court. It's not the IC that charged Dalrymple. She was criminally charged. And she went to court and she pleaded guilty to criminal.
Yeah, I'm coming, Cyril. Just give me a minute.
So to say that Dalrymple was just IC charge or she forget to file some statutory declaration or something. No, it's not that. She was criminally charged. And she went to court and she pleaded guilty. She's guilty of a criminal act.
Thank you, Colin. Munchie was using Bala's ignorance to try and score 3 points.
So you don't feel like so we are here first time you said?
No, I don't have to Bala. You see, that's why we're trying to interrupt. Because that's what she did. Dalrymple had the vehicle and was collecting mileage apparently, allegedly off the vehicle, but it was not in her possession to be used. And the only way you can collect mileage off a vehicle is if you're using that vehicle. That's the only way you can do it. So nobody can defend that. So that's how they try to score 3 points by coming and lying. I was expecting much
What is the lie? What is the lie, excellent? What is the lie? What is the lie?
What's the lie? That guy we don't have time for you just now because Bala closed down. Let's speak on the next platform when you report that to discuss the matter.
Man.
Bala close up. We can pick it up somewhere else. Bala close up.
We can't believe you said that I'm meeting there first. Can't believe
no, Mr. Bala close up. Let's go somewhere else.
Me understand. Come there a long time, I not get to speak, you know. So me understand.
Let's speak, Jagai.
Every day we talk to you, man. At one time, Madam Speaker.
No, me not no problem. No, well, I'm Bala. Me not no issue with you, man. Me are you good?
Bala, let me clarify this now, Jagai. When I said we don't have time for it now, Bala,
give me 1 minute.
Let's meet somewhere else and discuss the matter.
Because one minute Seabreeze, what's on the line? People don't follow Seabreeze. Seabreeze are going to start him.
Bala, me not start no lie. Me don't want no frog belly labor. No frog belly labor.
Hey,
don't want no frog belly labor. Come follow me. All the dirty munchie look that's a while ago.
You want Seabreeze? Go suck your girl titty.
Me don't want no dirty criminal labor. Follow me like
Seabreeze, go suck your girl titty.
I forget like one.
You get me? Me don't want no dirty crab like crab louse labor. Come follow me like.
That is, you're making a decision based on your experience. That is not prejudice because you would have experienced the disrespect and you make a decision.